well, afternoon. My morning, your afternoon. Um, yeah, we're gonna do a recap today. Sorry, no shirt on. So y'all get new with that Caesarish. Um, y'all are gonna get black screen. We are gonna do a recap of a video I found of Allie, myself, one of the last ones that she did. Um, Mind you, this was done about 2 years ago, so no BS and no bullshit. Okay.
That disappeared on me. I sent out the link. If you'd like to come up, Allie, you are more than welcome to come up, sweetie. Take the link and come up here. I like to
Prayer garden.
I like to hear when Jose got into town.
All credits to prayer garden. All of them.
The real Allie. Okay, I'm letting you on up, hun. If you want to close camera, you can keep it open. Oh, I got the real Allie. Hello, Allie.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetheart?
God.
So now can we get this fake Allie to come up?
Will the fake Allie please come up? Hold on, let me send that fake Allie a link. Fake Allie, bring that ass upon panel, please. The real Allie wants to kick your ass. Come on, we're waiting. Fake Allie, please show up. Oh, hold on. I've seen her somewhere. I'm the real Allie, the only Allie up in here. Isn't it funny that I come up in here and then that fake Allison comes in? Watch, she ain't going to go up cause she ain't real. Well, there I got the real Allie, and that's her name is the real Allie upon panel, sweetie. You need to come up here and
Hi, Crystal L. We're good. We're just recapping one of the last lives Allison did before her untimely passing. So, welcome. Thank you for popping in. We're doing good. Lower back hurts today, but it ain't gonna stop me.
let's see what you look like. Because I know this is Allie. Unless you look like this lady on my panel, we're going to have issues. Hello?
Hi.
What happened to Allie?
Allie, she's not willing to go up on panel because I'm the real. What?
Huh? That is definitely the real Allie. Oh, hold on. I got hello, Andrew.
Hi.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, we got Tennessee in here too.
Hello, Tennessee Shine.
Well,
Tennessee,
can
you?
Is that you? Mm-hmm.
It is really Allie. It is.
It's really Andrew. All in
and
one
it's
panel.
really Andrew.
Oh,
my goodness, they're both with me tonight. Well, thank you all for coming upon panel. God bless you.
Well, no, I heard that
Allison.
Yes, dear.
Can you tell me when Jose came to town?
It was September 19th of 2020.
September 19th of 2020. And I'm telling you people, it was September the 19th of 2020 because this woman here, she knows when a man blows into town, that a lady fancies a little. She remembers the day he blew into town.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Fancy.
So thank you for that, Allie.
You're welcome.
I do trust and I do believe your words. Absolutely, I do believe you.
What's
You
up?
have no reason to be lying about nothing.
We're just recapping of one of Ellie's videos. What's up, Mama Bear? We're just recapping one of Ellie's videos. Mama Bear, would you like? You got time to join, or you at work, honey? Because I know there's a few videos, other videos that I have to find myself that pertains to Ellie. So we're just recapping vids. No haterade. Um, just as just saying.
In this situation, in this case at all.
Yeah, she don't gain nothing from lying, does she?
Absolutely not. And why was Donald and Candace telling the most vicious lie on you, saying that you put your youngest daughter, your younger daughter, in a mental institution out of state because you didn't want to take care of her? And there she is, right there behind you.
Me?
Yep,
Yep,
that's what
that's my
Donald
youngest.
Wells told me. That is the lie that man told me. He told me that he did not understand why you did that, and I was like, wow, really? And he's like,
I got you. Morning, everyone. Welcome into this crazy shit show of my stuff. We are going over some things and stuff. Um, waiting for Mama Bear, of course. So we'll give her that. Jesus fucking Christ. No, you're good. You're good.
yeah, she was such a pretty little girl,
Let me
such a
rewind it a
nice
second.
girl, and and I, wow, really? Absolutely, I do believe you. You have no
It was September 19th of 2020.
September 19th of 2020. And I'm telling you people, it was September the 19th of 2020 because this woman here, she knows when a man blows into town that a lady fancies a little, she remembers the day he blew into town. Absolutely.
Fancy.
So thank you for that, Allie.
You're welcome.
I do trust and I do believe your words. Absolutely, I do believe you. You have no reason to be lying about nothing in this situation, in this case at all.
Yeah, she don't gain nothing from lying, does she?
Absolutely not. And why was Donald and Candace telling the most vicious lie on you, saying that you put your youngest daughter, your younger daughter, in a mental institution out of state because you didn't want to take care of her? And there she is, right there behind you.
Me?
Yep,
Yep,
that's what
that's my
Donald
youngest.
Wells told me. That is the lie that man told me. He told me that he did not understand why you did that, and I was like, wow, really? And he's like, yeah, she was such a pretty little girl, such a nice girl, and I don't understand why they did that to her.
That's kind of funny because she's sitting right here.
Yes, she,
Which one?
yes, she is.
Care
And
Bear or True?
I'm cute.
Oh, darling. Listen, I remember when you were shorter than that.
She's
Stop
a
growing.
cutie pie.
she is. She's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
She
You're
is
welcome,
absolutely
darling.
beautiful. And polite. Very polite. Your children are
That's a
bright, Allie.
Southern charm. Yeah, Southern
And
charm.
Because she knew better. Mama
they've
would
been
whoop
taught
that
well
ass.
by their mother.
Whoa,
And
whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait a minute. Okay, this
What?
Allie character is getting on my nerves. I'm the real Allie, the only Allie up in here. Isn't it funny that up here and that fake Allison comes in, watches going to go up because she ain't real. What?
Dude, listen, my wife told me and Allison to come up here to leave that one out because listen, that's playing that asking about be trolling like that and then people thinking it's really her asking about the kids. I mean, two of those aren't mine, but one is, and that's very disrespectful.
and that messes, you know what? That messes with the case as well.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not getting the proper answers from the proper people.
Yes. And as for people wanting receipts, I gave out what I had. And we were
And I'm going to
scammed.
tell you something. The only receipt I needed was Allie.
Oh yeah. But
Allie,
listen, like I said from the beginning, I'm out to protect my family, Al's family through our son, and I ain't gonna let her stand up there alone. These
and I'm
people
going
out
to tell
here
you,
cutthroats.
you know, Allie, for one, I want to thank you for feeding those kids when they needed fed.
You're welcome.
I absolutely want to thank you for that, and that you went up there and took care of those children when they needed taken care of. I wanted to ask you another question too.
Listen, I got things to do right now, but I'm gonna leave this to play for y'all, okay? But yeah. So I'll be in and out in chat.
A lot of people said, why didn't Allie rent Jose a room at her home or stay with Jose at her home? Donald told me that Andrew and his the people he had brought up there with him was taking over your house, and that's why you brought Jose up there with your kids and was staying at his house.
No, Andrew and his people ended up going back to New York because they couldn't find a place to stay. Candace did offer them her house, but they didn't feel comfortable because they didn't know her. Jose stayed behind because he had a job interview the next day.
Okay. And how come he didn't stay at your house?
Be honest now, Allie.
Well, because I had my grandmother living here and my kids. And where I live, I can't have people just come in and live with me and stay with me.
Oh, okay. I see exactly what you're saying. Thank you for clearing that up, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, sweetie. Boom in your face, Candace. Boom in your face, Candace. There you go.
She sucks.
Yeah, she does. Big time. And
Well, I think I was really close to Summer and I miss her really much. And I think Cam has done something to her.
did you ever when you hung with Summer a lot, didn't you, sweetheart?
Yeah, I did.
Did you ever see her mom and dad not be nice to her?
Her mom and dad will always let the boys hit on her, like slap her and stuff. And the boy and she would only get in trouble, but the boys wouldn't.
Oh my Lord! Out of the mouth of babes.
Why did she always get in trouble, sweetheart?
Because she would always get blamed for it because the boys would always tell on her. It's like that she's doing it whenever the boys are doing it.
Really?
Oh wow.
And I used to
Children
play
are
with
so
them.
observant.
This Allie character is getting on my nerves.
Allie, do you mind me asking your daughter what kind of things Summer like to do? She played with her all the time. What kind of games does Summer like to play, sweetheart?
She liked to play with her Paw Patrol, tag outside, and she also liked to play on her swing, which I would always do that with her.
And you used to go to the swimming hole with her a lot too, didn't you?
They want her to get CR.
All right, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go over there so you're not on TV.
Yeah, be careful with showing your bear on here. People are really mean.
They better not be, or I'll have them blocked.
Prayer Garden, your private chat, if you take a quick look, I asked your mods to remove that person because that's not how your channel rolls and it's disrespecting your rules.
The only receipt I needed was out.
I'm sorry if I overstepped, but I respect your channel and I don't think you want that type of haterade in your channel.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I blocked
Absolutely
them.
not.
I blocked the oxen.
Thank you. Thank you, Tennessee Shine.
Thank you,
You
Tennessee.
know I'm
And
on them. You're welcome.
like I said, I apologize again. That type of stuff that I don't think is fair nor right to Prayer Garden. She's an innocent woman just
No,
trying
it's
to
not.
find a little
No,
girl.
it's not. Absolutely not.
And she just lucked out by having both of H's parents here tonight.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely. I absolutely did. God bless y'all.
And she does me too. All on the farm they have us blocked, so we're not seeing what. But the oxen angel, I did block.
Okay. But I mean, people don't need to be rude, man. We're up here for trying to protect our son, and
Allie,
Yeah.
do you think that anything happened at the swimming hole that day? I mean, do you believe that it's a possibility that Summer ended up dry drowning later?
No, I can't. I don't think so.
What do you think happened, if you don't mind me asking?
I really don't know what to say, and I can't really say much about it.
Can I ask you another question? Do you think that Summer's still with us or not?
That's a tough one.
Do
And
you believe that Candace and Donald would hide Summer away somewhere because of child protective services?
they would do anything. I want to put it past them to do anything.
Do you think that's possibly what they did?
They could have.
okay. I love you.
You think they would take the risk of going to prison to do something like? I mean, do you think they would have brought her out of hiding by now if if they knew where she was, to keep themselves from getting prosecuted?
Yeah. Let's just say this. Like, there's been many missing children's, missing people's cases.
Right.
Eventually, if they're alive, they will be found.
Right.
Because she would always get blamed for it because the police would always tell her.
Allie, did Summer have toys such as dolls, Barbies, etc.?
She liked Frozen. She liked Paw Patrol.
Okay. She had doll babies and things.
Not when I was there. It was all mainly Paw Patrol and like Frozen bracelets.
Just little things.
Yep.
She didn't ever have no big doll houses or anything really
Nope.
nice.
She just had the big old Paw Patrol tower.
Oh, I see. And wow. Is it true that they were only eating dollar store food?
Yeah.
All they ate was frozen pizzas. When I
Wow.
first met them, that's all those kids ate. And it wasn't even made in a regular oven. She had this little microwave oven that sat on her counter.
She didn't even have a stove?
No.
Oh, wow. I thought it's law that you have a stove to be able to cook for your children.
She had a little camping stove inside her house that they had to hook up the propane tank to.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Can I ask if do you know why they cut Summer's hair? Why did the kids have their hair bald at different times?
Because they had head lice.
And they cut their hair at different times to get rid of it, or I mean, I would think they all would have it together.
They
'Cause
did all. The boys were always kept shaved bald, and
Right.
then when Summer caught it, they ended up shaving her head.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they shaved all of her hair off, and I mean, I have talked to Don and Candace personally myself, and I've been like on the inside of everything. And Candace is very mean. She is a very mean human being. She can be wicked as hell. She doesn't hardly. She doesn't ever tell the truth. I mean, it's like she loves to fucking lie. And
She loves them. She loves the lies and she loves the money that she's getting from it.
Exactly. And I also took note that she doesn't give a flying rat's ass about Summer.
Where's my remote?
I also took note that she lied a lot about your family. I begged Donald to come out and clear Hunter because Hunter was a 15-year-old boy, young man that did not deserve to go through the hell and the abuse and the bullying and all the things I know he was putting up with at his job and in other places and so forth and so on. Is it okay if I bring Ernie up, Andrew?
That's up to Allie. I ain't got no problem with Ernie. Allie, can you play nice?
It's up to you, hon.
Okay, I never met Ernie.
Okay, let me bring you. How you doing, Ernie?
Good. How you doing, guys?
I'm
What's
doing
up, my
good.
brother from another mother?
Ernie, this is Allie
Hey, bro.
upon my panel, and this is Andrew H's dad, and this is Allie H's mother.
I know. Yeah, I know Andrew really well. I know Andrew. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, bud?
I'm good, man.
We got
And,
a man over our crying some tears, bro.
Shit.
And I asked Candace to clear Hunter's name because or Donald and Candace, but I mainly on Donald to come out.
I'm talking
because
to Candace
Donald
right
was
now.
at the time. Donald at the time was well, I hope Candace hears this because I asked both of them, and she knows I did, to clear Hunter's name. And Donald was the one primarily coming out and talking at the time, and I begged him to please clear Hunter, and he would not do it. He would not do it under any circumstances. He wanted to keep Hunter pinned up to throw under the bus at his convenience in order to like they was everyone else, to keep the focus off of themselves. So that's exactly what he was doing and what she was doing as well. So if you got her on the phone, asked her why was they throwing a 15-year-old boy that had nothing to do with this whatsoever under a bus.
Well, I talked to her today. A lot of things going on right now. I guess you've been in my chat here, PG, the last couple times. What we've been doing, and we had to take some of them videos.
I was there last night, and I absolutely was looking forward to hearing the other part of the tape that you was playing with the young girl. Did you do that already or no?
I got everything. I got all of them. All of them. We got all of them.
I was hoping to join your chat for that second
well,
half
I was
of that segment.
Oh my God. Well, I hadn't had no sleep, I'm telling you. And having to play off this BS and stuff, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. And like I said, we would have had this long gone, months and months ago.
And hey, Allie, they want to know what's your opinion of Summer's shaved head? Do you think that they should have shaved it, or they should have tried to, like Jose? Jose said he had a remedy to get rid of the lice. Do you think that they should have done that instead of shaving her head?
They should have treated it. It was only a phone call to the doctor's office to get some like shampoo. Or hell, you
Absolutely.
can buy it. You can buy the cheap shit at Walmart.
Allie,
I
language, please.
totally
Remember,
agree with
respectable
you.
channel.
You know, if you guys are listening to some of that chat that's going on with Benny and we'll just say with BK and Tim now that he's playing, there's a
Right.
reason he's got to play that now. That's all I can say.
On the day of the 15th, Allie, when Summer did come up missing, I know that Hunter was with them from the time Grandis got picked up until she got dropped off. Now everybody's looking in the backseat of that car and they think they could see a phone. Did Hunter leave or did he not leave his phone in Candace's car that day
He had his phone with him at the house.
when she dropped him off?
Yes.
So his phone was not in the car.
No.
Okay, so she did not have to bring his phone back.
Nope.
And I'd like to ask you, did she take him? A lot of people saying, oh, she took Hunter to her house that day.
All he did was go to the swimming hole with them, which I thought they were going fishing.
Okay, there you go. Allie said that no, that Hunter did not go to Candace's house on that day. Allie, let me ask you another question. Do you believe that Donald was home that day, or do you believe he was at work, hon?
Well, I don't know what to believe because it's all hearsay. Like, she said he was at work, and their stories don't make sense at all. 1 minute he was at work, the boys were at home by themselves. Next minute, the boys were with him at work, but he dropped them off. Third time, he didn't work that day. So which is it? Did he work or did he not work that day?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know too. And I also wanted to ask you, was Grandis at the swimming hole?
They picked her up from the hospital. And yes, she was at the swimming hole with him.
Okay. Did Hunter say that she did get out of the vehicle?
Yes, she was standing around. And here's my question for you. If she was in the hospital for a bad knee, which is her fake knee, because the kids were kicking her at Gatlinburg, how the hell did she jump out of her truck so fast the day after the TBI was here to see my son?
You know what?
That very next morning, she got out of her truck. Like, she literally jumped out and ran up on the porch and in my house.
Oh, there we go. Information we did not have prior to this. Thank you, Allie. There we go.
Wait a minute. Can she say that one more time? Just one more time. I've got to say that one more time, please.
All right.
Say it one more time. Wait a minute.
If her knee was so bad.
Just say that one more time. Let me turn it up.
If her knee was so bad, how the hell does she jump out of her truck so fast and come running in my house to question my child?
Madam Prayer Garden, I believe there's somebody else in the wings waiting to come up and say hi.
Who is it?
Yeah, it's Chris. It says Chris. She asked me to let her
Chris,
up.
I need to see you, Chris. You got to hit the can. Okay, baby, I'm bringing you up. I'm sorry I left you down there waiting, Chris. I thought that you were writing somebody.
Oh, she was
I thought she was a fake writing in the back chat, and I just all things on the farm. If you show me your pic, well, she disappeared. I was going to bring her up.
Randy W goes, ask Allie about the parade incident. Okay, everyone's getting the parades mixed up. Here at Kingsport, Tennessee, we hold a bunch of parades. We have a Fun Fest parade. That is held during Fun Fest, usually in July. I think that's when it is. Forgive me, because I only been to Fun Fest like once or twice. Because I work.
Right. Absolutely, you do.
So, and then there's the Christmas parade. Everyone's getting this year's parade mixed up with that Fun Fest parade. I was not at the Fun Fest parade. Someone I know was at the Fun Fest parade called me and said they seen Candace and they wanted to run her over.
Okay, so you didn't even come down through there in your car to go to work.
No, I don't drive.
So you didn't see her at all, and you didn't try to run her over.
No.
The plot thickens.
I was at work that day.
I'm going to tell you something, Allie. I'm kind of, well, I was going to say I'm disappointed that it didn't happen, but
No, I was at the Christmas parade this year
and did
because
you see?
my child was a cheerleader. And let's get another thing straight while I'm up here. Everyone's saying that I was never at the football field that night. That Summer went missing. The hell to I was.
Absolutely. And which one of your
Because
children?
my best friend's grandson played on that team, and my daughter's a cheerleader.
There you
We were
go.
at
Her daughter,
football and cheerleading practice.
her daughter is a cheerleader, and her friends, her best friend, the one that was on the porch with you doing the interview.
Yep.
And are you and her still best friends?
Yep.
There's been a rumor running around that you guys had a falling out.
Well, no, we did not. It's because we said that because people would not leave her alone. People need to leave her name out of their mouth.
Absolutely. She's a good woman, Allie. She's a good woman. And I honestly thank her for all things on the farm. If you
I was
are
just going to
truly,
say, can you read the back chat?
yes, I will.
Hey, Allie, can you just yell to your daughter and ask her what Summer's favorite color was?
It was purple.
Okay, 'cause
All
I
things
didn't
on the
believe
farm, you are
Candace
not
and Dom
coming
when
up
they said
here.
it.
It's just
keep that ass in the wherever.
Allie, it's just because a lot of people are trying to figure out what's truth and fact from what Don and Candace has said about Summer. So when something as dumb as, you know, what adults may think is dumb as something as a simple question about her favorite color, you know, could mean other things later on during this whole thing. You know what I mean?
Because her parents didn't know her.
Yeah.
Is
They couldn't tell us anything about her.
do any of you have a question for Allie? Tennessee Shine, do you want to ask Allie anything? Chris, do you want to ask?
I just want to tell her something. Allie, I just told a room full of 2,600 people that after all is said and done and Candace is in jail, everybody needs to apologize to Andrew, you, and all your families, and especially Hunter.
Well, can somebody apologize to me because they said I laid dildos in her place and I didn't?
Yes.
We got you, Ernie.
Cool deal.
Yes.
Ernie, that made me spit my pop out.
No, I have
One more time, Ernie, please. I
have a question for Allison. Even though I know I can call her up at any time and ask her, I just want to do this here. Hey, Allison, how is our son?
He's good.
That's great to hear.
Please ask Allie, is Jose really, if Jose really cooked and cleaned, thank you.
You know, I've got something. It'd be real cool right now. I mean, I think it'd be awesome.
Hey, Allison, did Jose really cook and clean?
Yes.
Oh, he
It
did.
was me. It was me and Jose that were cooking and cleaning that house. Before Jose showed up, I made sure those babies had food. I mean, real food.
Oh,
That's
God
sad.
bless you, girl. God
Allie,
bless you.
I got a question.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Ernie.
Allie, with the Benny Factor, was you ever around when Benny was present?
No, I don't even know who that character is.
Okay.
Hey, Allie. Allie, are you originally from Tennessee?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
She's
I've been
originally
here
from
for
New
10
York.
years.
You're from New
So
York, right,
did you
Allie?
just? Oh, okay, 10 years.
Allison, ain't you from New York?
Yep.
Yeah, you could tell by she's got that New York look and the New York accent.
What does a New York look?
Yeah,
Looking
see,
at
I
most of
hear a
the
little country twang in her.
most of the people in New York, they look, tough, more, more bold than the average people, and they speak.
I'm from New York and I don't look
Chris, I
tough.
was going to say, I think you're from up north, up that end too. Jersey,
Yeah,
New York, or somewhere, Chris, because I can hear it in your
Brooklyn.
accent. Yep.
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
absolutely. And the people in New
See,
York
Allie,
are
to me, has got a
are
little
very
country
bold.
twang, a little bit. I can hear a little country in her, but she's been
That's
here 10
because
years.
that's
So.
because my best friend is slowly
Would you
turning me into a southerner.
would
When
you guys like to hear the phone call between Candace and I?
Sure.
Yes.
yes,
You would?
yes,
Sure.
Play
Okay,
it.
so here's the thing. I'm only allowed to play like a little bit of certain part about it because it goes into a lot, but you guys can get the drift of it, okay? Is
all
that
right,
cool?
we appreciate it. Yes,
Because I told you I was going to do it. And I was going to email it to you, and I was like, well, I don't really have time to fool with this here because I'm working on something else, but I don't care to do this since it's the final thing. And then we even got one with Benny and Don again. So here, I'll go ahead and play this. Let me see what part we can go to do it.
thanks,
What I'm allowed to actually.
Allison.
Yes.
Did the house look worse after? Did you see the pictures where Chris M went up there?
Yes, that was disgusting.
Oh, did it look worse then than it did when you was there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google.
Hold on a
Save
second.
big on the new Samsung Galaxy S22.
Let me turn my volume all the way up here. Play a
I
little
love
bit of it.
Jersey's accent.
So, oh well, I'm on the wrong one. I was playing the wrong one. There's a bad one there.
I love the New Yorkers because they don't put up no shit.
Why, thank you. I know I've done.
So, I don't know. Just put pieces together. I mean, that's
Well, idea. Let me go somewhere a little bit quieter. That way we ain't got no interference.
Hey, Allison.
Yes.
Chris,
Allie,
were we ever
did-
married?
No, we were not married.
Would you say our relationship was like for me because RJ slept because that so-called friend of ours slept with my girlfriend? It was more of a revenge thing.
Yeah, I believe it was more of a revenge thing.
Okay.
Which didn't last long because you couldn't keep your dick in your pants. Excuse my language.
Well, I'm not gonna lie about it. I have said several times I am a man whore.
He
You
got his
whore.
ass whooped. The night I
Andrew
found
got
out, he
with
got
his
his ass
pants
whooped.
down.
So
You could ask him. That night I found out, I whooped his ass.
oh, I'm not one anymore.
Good girl.
Sorry. That was my younger years. I'm not a
I'm
man
proud
whore
of you,
anymore.
Allie.
Sorry. Let me rephrase that.
Oh crap!
I don't want anybody to think I'm out there doing dirty things with other women when I'm perfectly happy with my wife. I want to rephrase that. I was a man whore. Let me rephrase that. Get the booty out my face,
Oh, your
sir.
wife would kick your ass.
Well, shit,
Hey,
she
Prayer
would
Guardian,
Yes,
can you
sweetie.
drop the link, please? I'm going to have to jump down and back up.
What, love?
Absolutely. I got it
Ask
down there.
Allie about Hunter breaking down that night. She said he texted his girlfriend something. Her mom called Allie. What did he say to his girl? What did he say that made the mom call? Allie, I don't know if you want to answer that one.
I can't answer that.
Thank you.
Allie, can you I want to ask you a question. Did Summer have a lot of clothes?
We know.
Did Summer have a lot of outfits?
Yeah.
No.
We'll get there.
And I also wanted to ask you, do you know where Candace changed her today in the bathing suit? The day they went to the swimming hole. Do you know if she changed her at your house or if she changed her? Hunter said she changed her at your house, and I think he would know what she did, right?
He would know. But
Yeah, he
she's
said
trying
Allie
to
was
say
sleeping.
she's trying to say that Summer had the bathing suit on, got the bathing suit on at her house that morning. but Hunter said that she took Summer to the bathroom at your home and put her in the bathing suit.
No, she was not dressed at my house.
She was not dressed at your house, so she did
No.
get dressed at out at Candace's then.
And I know that
Look
perfectly
at private
because
chat.
Don't pay attention to private chat. You're going to get just all hate back there, hon.
I have a question. People are wondering if I have a screenshot of it. This comes from Shell Vintage. They have a question for Allison. Was wondering if me and Mines and ever stayed at the Wells house. I've denied
no, you
it.
did not.
All right, thank you.
Allison, did the do you know if the police confiscated the bathing suit or any of the clothes that Summer was wearing that day?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
Hey guys, I've got information that they just took, or that what's happened is I think they've confiscated Benny's laptop.
You mean his mom's laptop?
Yes.
When?
Damn, I was gonna ask his mama if I could buy it from her. It's pink.
American Girl, I'm going to bring you up, but you if you want close camera, you can.
When did they take it?
How you doing, American Girl?
I'm doing good, thank you. Just wanted to say hi to Andrew, who I see often on his chat.
Alaska Bush Mom. The 18 plus cats is recent.
When I can get her attention, I want to thank Allie for joining us tonight.
I got you.
Absolutely.
Sorry, my wife is watching from the other room.
We do want to thank you, Allie, for
Allie, thank
for
you.
coming
Thank
up
you
on
a
panel
million.
tonight.
It's so good to see you on our panel.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
God bless you.
I think it goes
You're
without saying
welcome.
that you are welcome here. I think we would all agree anytime, honestly.
Yes, she is.
Anytime.
Yes, she
You're
is.
a lovely person.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit and the rumors and the lies going around.
Yes.
And then I got this ass hat, Benny Keys.
Oh,
He
you
won't
want to
be.
see?
He's not allowed to do nothing. He's not allowed to do nothing no more. Benny's
Hey,
not allowed to do nothing.
listen. Don't
Yeah.
worry about him. He's
Listen.
partying right now. Watch.
And just to clear something up, Alaska Bush Mama, the 18 cats are recent, man.
Benny's partying.
We've been in this home for over a year, and we can't see cats out in the cold. And my wife grabbed up a couple strays, and we turned them domestic, and they're going to new homes.
And there's a YouTube video going around. Hey, Andrew, there's a YouTube video going around. I forgot what his name was.
Oh, the
But he's
Cheshire
driving-
Cat video.
He's driving down the road, and he goes, "Guess what? I found out where Hunter is."
Who said that?
They don't know anything.
No.
Nope.
Oh, that guy?
So,
Dude, I already recorded him.
so check this out, guys. What happened is this.
Play the
We had.
call.
Oh, sorry about that.
Can I
Go
just
ahead.
say one last thing and then I will shut up?
Okay.
Ernie, I really actually Prayer Garden actually it's because of my relationship with her that that I'm trying to understand you. I know you have a lot to say, and I know you want to do well. All I ask you respectfully, and no one please get mad at me, is we all care about Summer. We don't care what's going on with Benny. We post funny pictures, but that's it. We move on. So it's not to bash people or to hear about, your problems with him or his with yours. It's about Summer. We are blessed to have Allie and Andrew with us tonight. So, we'd like to stick to that so we can get some good information.
Okay, well, you do know I've been with the FBI and TBI and detectives, right?
Excuse me, Ernie, I'm aware of that, but right now I frankly don't care. We're not about the FBI tonight. You can hold your own little thing and I'll go on and you can tell me all about it. But tonight it's about Allie and Andrew and Summer. Okay, please?
He left, and I like you, American Girl.
All right, well, get mad at me.
I like you.
Thank you. Every time Prayer Garden, I love you, so I do not mean disrespect to you, but I'll be darned. every time he gets on our panel, and you know I don't come on here hardly ever, but every time he gets on, it becomes the Ernie show. He has a lot of
Yes.
good things to say. I heard his Candace telephone conversation. Guys, you'd be bored. There's not much to say. Maybe to him it's important, but you know what? It's not going to help Summer or us. And, you know, it's just,
Yes.
again, it's your panel. So you can tell me to go take a flying F, and I will. You know, it doesn't mean nothing. I have been here since the beginning, even though I'm quiet. But if, you know, but I don't like that. I don't like it.
Hey, sweetheart, I fully understand where you was coming from, but I understand where you
I'll
were
say
coming
goodnight.
from.
No problem.
But Ernie was, you know, he was being good tonight, and he was.
Well, he was trying to be good, PG, but there were a few times when he would just love to tell us all about his day, and
yes,
yeah, and I just wasn't into it. So again, I'll gladly leave. I don't mind. I'll come back if you want to have Ernie on. Go for it. Okay.
Listen, I don't want to have to pick and choose between my people.
Well, guess what? I'm a paying member. Okay. So maybe
and
Ernie, being that he's so rich, maybe he can pay and make up, you know, because when I join a panel, it's because I have like-minded people that I share the same things with. You know, I mean, sometimes it takes a while until the mods in the chat gets to know you and talks to you. So that's cool. I could care less. But you know what? I like you. I love you, actually. You know that? I
love you, and I love you know, and I love all of my family
I'll
over
tell
here.
you what, if you wanted to get a truthful, and maybe I'm wrong, but if you wanted to get a truthful answer from the people in the chat, like, does Ernie take over our chat every time he comes on and make it about him? It would, you know, you might be surprised. I know you care for him, and that's wonderful that he has such a good ally like you. And you know what? For you, I go on his channel, I watch him, I say hello, I support him,
and I appreciate
and
that.
I do that for you. But I want to hear Allie and Andrew. I don't want to hear about his Candace thing. I heard.
Well, you know, we ain't going to be hearing about it because Ernie actually dropped down
Well, I can
left
tell
the
you
panel.
this much: you're not missing much because I heard the whole thing. Okay.
So I would like to get back to Allie and Andrew
me too.
and talking about the case. So
go for it.
Absolutely. Thank
My
you.
mouth is sealed.
Thank you.
I love you, American girl.
Thank you, and I appreciate that because most people don't love me.
You're from New York, right?
I am from New York, proudly. Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that explains the long-windedness.
All of us.
Yeah, my sister is from the Midwest, and
I agree, Andrew.
I've spent a ton of time in the Midwest, but my roots are in New York, and like I said, proud of it.
Yep.
But you know, but I love everyone. I love everyone in here. You know, I do.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you expressing that. Thank you.
Okay.
Allie, you ain't sleeping on me, are you?
No.
I think Allie I think Allie's about to go to sleep on us here.
Love these two. I do. I love them.
Okay.
No, it's just how I had my phone.
Allie, I like to ask how you and Andrew, you know, you guys are sweethearts to stay friends all these years. I mean, that says a lot about your character, is, you know, you're able to be friends, you know, have your son and stay connected. I love that. I love that you guys could stay friends.
It took us a while to build that friendship.
So.
Okay, I have a question. Allie.
Yes.
What the hell was my question? Damn it. Oh, everybody's saying that you said Andrew was never there for Hunter until the past couple years. Did you say that or?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Andrew, you want to elaborate?
2018. That's a couple of years to us.
Is that when you grew up, Andrew?
No, that's when
he grew some balls and decided to try to become dad.
That's when I said. That's when I had enough of my own garbage, and I was coming out of my own issues, and I just wanted to get to real life. And
You
I
quit
was
well.
like, okay, well, this is how this is going to play. We're going to do it the right way, the legal way, and we haven't had issues since.
Good.
I mean, it's a difficult story to explain, but like I said, I was quite the partier and asshole growing up. So,
Right.
But men are usually like that.
Yeah.
yeah, not all, some, not all.
Most.
Well, yeah.
Allie, the cat that Hunter gave Summer. Do you remember what color the cat was?
Nope.
You can't remember. I was thinking it wouldn't been the white and black one, would it?
I don't know.
The
Andrew
other day
gave
somebody
Hunter
said
that cat.
orange.
From what I remember, I believe you got a picture of Groot. Can you send it in the group so I can show it on camera, please? Look at that. You ask, you shall receive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your wife is the best.
Oh, isn't
Yes.
she though? But listen. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now. Like legit. That I'm not just saying on panel. I mean in real life. Oh, there's Groot. I don't know how well this is gonna show y'all, but
Yeah, orange and white, right?
orange and white.
Oh,
That's
and
what you said the
Candace
other
was
day.
trying to say it was gray.
There's
No,
Groot.
nope. It is actually
isn't that
yes.
one of
It
those
is
Hold on,
actually
This is the picture from when we were at the storage unit in the morning.
it's
It was
like
taken
a
at
yellow
8:48
cat
a.m.
with
September
white
18th,
on it.
2020.
Can I see that the defined date, please? Hey, on 1 second. We're gonna define date of that picture too, as well, so
Okay.
everybody knows.
Can't see it.
Thank you.
Kind of hard to see.
I
Say
don't
it, I
have.
can't see it.
Oh, and look at that. There's even location on it too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to. Everybody wants to see proof of shit. But look, there's even
Okay, but you gotta
location in
say
the
it.
exact spot we were.
Kingsport,
You gotta say it. I
Tennessee.
can't see it.
That was outside the storage unit. It was
What
8:48
date?
in the morning.
And now
Yep.
look, now show him the date.
Yeah.
The date again is
September
September 18th.
18th, 2020. Yep.
So,
8:48 a.m.
Chris or PJ,
Yes.
do you all ever watch Andrew's? Have you ever watched his channel?
Oh, I've been every live since the first one.
Okay, so knowing and loving this man,
Annie, if you show me yourself, I'll bring you up, hon.
Andrew, I can see you going and coming back
Annie,
in
I
2
need to
days because
see
that's
you.
something you would do.
well.
I could
Listen,
see him
And
getting
I mean
pissed
that
off.
in a nice way.
but no, listen. I mean, we had 6 kids with
I
us,
need to
man.
see you, girl. I can only see your forehead. Okay.
But I can
How
see
you
you
doing,
getting
Annie?
pissed off because
Hi,
things
PG.
weren't
Hi,
working.
Allie, and everyone on chat.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just have one question, Allie.
Hello.
What people really want to know is they want
I
to
was
know
in the middle
about
of talking.
Summer. Could you tell us like a little bit about her, like anything?
Be right back.
She was a lovable
I was in
sweetheart.
the middle of
She
talking.
I
was
gotta go get my
she was one of my precious little angels. She was a daughter to me.
All right. And
I heard when she came to your house, Allie, she didn't want to leave.
No, she didn't. She'd run the opposite way from her mommy.
I heard that. Absolutely.
She goes, I want to stay with Aunt Allie.
Oh my God, that's
Wow.
so sad.
Allie, can I ask you a question? If you would have kept Summer, would Candace have let you?
I don't know. But I would have taken care of that baby in a heartbeat.
Why did Candace fight so hard to try to get you back as a friend?
Because I don't think she had any friends. But there comes a time and place when you cross the line and enough is enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree with you. I agree with
Yeah.
you. You know,
I have a question for PG.
I totally agree with you on that. You and Candace, was Candace mean to Summer?
Yes.
Do you think she was jealous of
Even
her?
Allie's daughter said it.
Yes, she did. Mean as in abusive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Candace did was drink and smoke all the time. Like from 5 o'clock on, as soon as her feet would hit that doorstep at her house, she'd be drunk within an hour.
You know what I thought of? Because I remember you saying a long time ago that at 5:30, right, it was happy hour. She'd take out the bottle every night and start drinking, right,
It
Al? That
started
was
at
about.
5 o'clock. By 5:30, she was toasted. She was lit.
So I just was thinking again. I don't have a theory, but I was thinking, but could she have gotten home, opened up the bottle, got blitzed, and then somehow whatever happened this summer happened during that time? You know,
Yep, it could have.
just a thought. Just a thought.
In my opinion, she had a bad day that day. She had to get up early, which I know she don't like to get up early. And due to the fact that she drinks every night. And I know she drinks every night because I was in there almost 7.5 months with them, and she was drinking every night. And I wanted to ask you, and this is my opinion, and I think that she had a bad day that day, getting up early, having to run Grandis to the hospital and run around. And I think she was hoping to get back to the house to try to mend the bridge with you. And when she got back to the house and was unable to mend that bridge with you, I think it really set her mood off, maybe a nasty mood, and her and Grandis on the way home. As I've said many times, I think that on their way home, they weren't really talking about flowers. They were probably talking about you. And when she got home, I think that, they did up until Summer asked the middle boy to go to the basement, and he said no. I think she went right back out the door to where Mommy and Grandis was. And this is my opinion, but I believe that Candace may have struck her. And like Candace said, she was gone. I mean, they couldn't revive her. And then they had to do something because Candace told me that she went to her church that day. And I said, why did you go all the way to your church? And she said, I said, if you would have, why would Summer be going to the church anyway? And why would you would have met her on the way, because you're driving, she's walking, you would have seen her. Why did you go all the way to your church? And she said, I don't know. Maybe because I thought the preacher or Robin would be there. And I said, oh. And so what do you think? And TBI, or me and Donald and her was on the phone, and he dropped her off at the police station. I thought she was going in to get information on the case. And when she came out, I found out that she wasn't in there to get information on the case. When she came out, she was screaming and hollering. And she said that they told her that she came out of the driveway twice that day, not once, but twice, and they know she did. And she told them that, no, I came out once. That's my fucking story. I'm sticking to it. If I'm not under arrest, then can I leave? And they let her leave. But she, because me and Donald asked her simultaneously, what did she say? And that's what she told us, that she told them that was her effing story. She was sticking to it. And if she wasn't under arrest, she wanted to leave. And they let her leave. So
sounds kind of like her. I'm going to blow up Walmart. I mean, she was
she was in Walmart with my mother. And they were back in the cell phone department. It wasn't the one I worked at. It was another one. It was the one on the other side of town. And I forgot how my mom said it, but something about getting her cell phone fixed. And they said they don't do that no more there. That she'd have to call the company or something. And she got really mad, and she said something about, well, maybe
blowing up the place.
Yeah, something about blowing up the place. And she got mad, took her phone back, and they were in the toy department, and that's when the security and the police department found her.
Whoa.
She had to go up to the front of the building, and she had to go sit in her little LP room. And she was issued a citation, and she was banned from the Walmart.
Yeah, she would have been arrested if it weren't
Wow.
COVID, right, Allie? Would you say?
If it wasn't from, I think if it wasn't for her kids
And her
being
kids.
there with her and my mom, I think she would have been arrested.
Yeah,
So just
probably
like
so.
PG, just to reiterate what she was saying, and if this does not put you on the spot, do you think she is capable of striking Summer so bad that she would kill her or knock her out?
That's what I wanted to know.
The day me and her had our falling out, she threatened to blow my damn head off with a shotgun.
Question.
Wow.
So was
Hey,
that
Allie,
sense? So you
Allie, have you ever seen Candace shoot the gun or shoot the flare gun or whatever have you ever seen her shoot any type of gun up there?
Yeah. There was an incident where there was a copperhead outside, and it was right around where the kids were. We were cooking on the grill, and the kids were playing in the yard, and one of the kids were sitting on the riding lawnmower. And he didn't freak. He sat still, thank God,
Yeah.
because it was a big old copperhead, and it went over his feet. And we didn't believe him at first until she had this idea about flushing the snake out of the lawnmower with a garden hose.
Not a good idea.
And yeah, that snake was pretty big. That was a copperhead.
And she shot it?
She tried to.
Oh wow.
The snake was,
So
she tried to shoot it with a 22.
So she definitely would have tried to shoot you.
I want to put it past her.
Wow.
That scared the ever living shit out of me.
Now I know that there was
and I had given her mother gas money to bring my kids back down to Kingsport while I was at work. I told her, here's 20 for gas. You go back home, you get my kids, and you bring them to my house.
Is it true that your children were crying, not wanting to leave her house when the police went up there to get them? Was it true that they said
no,
that they wanted to stay? They don't
no,
tell my mom we want to stay here. We don't want to go with our mom. That's what Candace was saying on
no,
live.
No. No.
Andrew, wake up.
I'm up. Question.
So why was she lying like that, Allie?
Because she wants to cover her own ass to make herself look good.
The same reason that
Andrew has a
her
question for his
Donald
baby mama.
was trying to use
Yep.
your son to throw under the bus along with a ton of other people to cover their asses.
Yep.
Do you get the sense that they are both, you know them better than anyone? I mean, you hung around them way longer than I did. So what I'm trying to say is, do you believe that they are covering up and hiding something?
I believe they're hiding a lot more than what we know.
Pertaining to the case.
Yep.
Okay.
They know something.
Andrew, go ahead, hurry.
Did
Question.
did Grandis drink alcohol or do drugs?
She
Wait, don't
drank
answer, Alan.
occasionally.
Grandis drink
Go ahead,
occasionally.
Andrew.
You don't seem to drink, Allie.
No.
She ain't allowed.
She
Fred
doesn't. She
Gordon.
does not seem to
Andrew
drink.
has-
I have a question
Andrew
for you,
has a
Allie.
question.
When our son said something about an Andy in that interview, who exactly was he talking about?
Good question.
Because I don't believe he's never once called me that in my life, so I don't think it was me.
No, he was not talking about you.
All right, because a lot of people are getting that confused, and I just want to clear that up because listen, you know I hate being called that worse than being called a dirtbag.
Could you
so.
tell us which Andy? Would it or would that not be?
Which Andy was?
That
We won't say anything.
that would not be a good idea right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I respect
Hey,
that.
Allie, do you know Jody, Sue, and Andy?
Nope. I know who Andy is, but I don't. I think I met Jody Sue like once, and she was in the car. I only said hi to her, and I was with Candace.
Right.
And it was at Dollar General.
So how
Right.
many Andys are there? There's not really that many. So it could be process of elimination, right? There's Andy, Jody Sue's significant or insignificant other now, right? Who else? PG, who's the other Andy?
Amanda, yes, you can join stream. I'll send you a link, honey. You come on up.
Prayer Garden, the chat wants you to let Ernie back up because he was going to release a call with him and Candace. and everybody's upset that American Girl.
I cannot make Ernie come back up. I wish he would, but
He's in chat. He wants to come back up.
oh well, Kelly
He has the call on
He
his
is more
channel.
than welcome to Palm Panel. Absolutely.
But American Girl, the chat is upset with you because you
Well,
were
Annie, you know
you were
what?
rude.
I'm sorry, but
Oh
I
my
don't think I
goodness.
said anything that was
You
out
were
of line.
okay, but it's Prayer Garden's chat. I mean, it's
It
Prayer Garden's channel,
it
Okay,
is.
but she had an opinion and
and
she wanted
Ernie's
to say
her
her
friend.
opinion.
Okay, sweetie, I'm bringing you up. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good.
Do you want to ask a question, hon?
Absolutely. And I thought I would have a million questions when I would finally get to talk to Allie or Andrew, but I can't really think of too many good questions. But I do have one for Allie. Was Summer verbal?
Not really.
Because there's not many videos of her
Could
speaking.
my chat please tell Ernie that I'm sending the link out for him to come back up?
Go ahead, Ernie. I will not say a word.
But I also know that there are kids that are speech delayed. My daughter didn't speak until she was 4, and we had her in speech therapies and such. But she wasn't very verbal, was she?
Oh.
Yeah, I always wondered that, and not a lot of people have ever asked that or try to ask that. So I was wondering if somebody who was close to her was at least able to say it. What could she verbalize? Like, was it just a lot of mumbling, or did she just have a delay altogether?
She knew what some words were. Like I was Aunt Allie, you know. She'd call my daughter Drew. You know, and
How is True, Allie?
she's good.
Thank you. I was wondering about her. I was wondering if she's doing good. She loves Summer so much.
Yeah, she did.
We're getting through it. We take it one day at a time.
Absolutely.
Well, I can tell I'm going to be a hit in the chat. It's not that anybody ever talks to me anyway. So if you want me to step down for Ernie PG, I'll be glad to do that. I don't think it's right. I just didn't want to divert from the conversation. You know, I wanted Andrew and Allie to get some stuff in here, but you know, I respect what Annie is saying, but Annie, quite frankly, you're not very nice in the chat. You know, like you kind of cause fires. With all due respect, you know, if you like somebody, you're hey babe, I love you. But if you don't, you
I
ignore
say
them.
hi to everyone in chat. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I don't
Tennessee
recall the last
Shine.
time you said hi
There
to
is
me.
somebody
You
trying
just
to come
came
up
up to
under
argue.
Tennessee Shine.
All right, I'm gonna no, actually I didn't. I came up because I
Bye.
wanted to hear what Andrew and Allie had to say, and I have just as much right as you to be up here. Okay.
Hi, Wisconsin Mama.
She's a paying member.
Yeah, I am a paying member, probably more
So
than
am
you, actually.
I.
So maybe you should step down.
Hello,
But
girls.
you have no
I
respect
can
either,
step
so.
down.
Can you girls hear me?
I'm sorry. I had to put her off panel. I am so sorry. You know, we pay over here so we know each other from the trolls, and we pay, you know, to help support this channel to keep it running for summer. We all on this channel. Everyone is welcome to Palm Panel, whether you pay or you don't pay. You are welcome here. We love everybody here. I will not have someone, you know, feel like throw that in my face that you're, you know, like you have some right to be fucking rude and disruptive. I am sorry. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. I was very nice about it a minute ago because I wanted to let it pass when she ran Ernie off. And, you know, I didn't like that. I'm just going to make it plain. I didn't like it. But, you know, Ernie stepped down and I said, you know, he's a gracious person to just step down and not want to cause me any problems. I didn't want to cause any problems with Allie and her and Hunter's dad upon this panel. I was trying to be very respectful tonight, but I'm going to have to say, fuck this. It ain't happening.
Oh my God,
Go
PG.
PG.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
so PG.
I'm
We love
completely
you.
shocked.
Exactly.
I'm gonna step down so I can help in chat.
I'm
I love
sorry.
you guys.
You can
Allie,
take
I
that
just want to say
fucking
thank
dollars
you
somewhere
so
else.
much for coming up.
Absolutely.
We love you and we support you.
Yeah.
Oh, did we lose
So,
him?
Glass.
per garden.
Andrew, your
Yeah.
friend wants to come up, Andrew.
Okay. But did we lose Allie?
I
see
lost
you.
Allie.
Lost Allie.
Allie, I'm sending the link out for you to come back.
All right, I think
She's
she's
back there.
loading.
Oh, there she is.
There
I'm
she
bringing her
is.
up.
So,
There she is. She's
Prayer
back.
Garden, can I say something?
Yes, absolutely, sweetie.
So, Allie and Andrew, thank you for coming to Prayer Garden's channel.
Oh, I love it over here.
I had put out in a chat to come bump, we are family. We're not going to back here. And all of a sudden, everybody's fighting like family. So
It happens once in a while.
Yeah, I just want to tell you guys, thanks for coming up. You're on a great channel here. Right, Prayer Garden?
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Wake up over there.
And
I think she's just
I
in
don't
shock.
know where I don't know where Ernie is,
What
but I do
claim?
thank him for graciously stepping down for me earlier to not cause any issues. And I'm very thankful of that. And but I should have handled it differently from the start. I was trying not to get a lot of drama going on upon the panel, because I don't think Allie nor Hunter's dad, Andrew, they do not deserve on that kind of bullshit upon the panel. So
Yes.
I wasn't.
They don't
I
deserve anything
was
that's been
going to
done to
handle
them.
it afterwards. At the end of the night, but I was forced to handle it early, and I'm so sorry. Absolutely, I'm so sorry.
Look, ICU is
Oh,
asking
Susan,
Allie if
thank
she
you
has
for the
receipts
super
about Jose.
sticker. God bless you.
What'd you say?
I said
Chris?
ICU is asking Allie if she has receipts about Jose. What the hell kind of receipts?
What?
He just
You wanna
hold
see
on.
the
I'll
free
show
condom or
you.
something?
I'll show you what he showed. Here it is. This is the receipts he showed. He showed that he was at a did a purchase at the Murphy Express, Fort Henry Drive in Kingsport on 10/15. And then let me roll it on. This is where he left Tennessee. This is where he made the purchase he's shown the receipt from. Is in Tennessee. Now, Grandis took him, as you see the arrow, he's getting the hell out of there. And she took him to 1398 West Main Street, Rock Hill, South Carolina. Is where she took him to, which I'll show you. It is another gas station where he made another just when he got there. And if we move on, this is how long it took her to take him from Kingsport to Fort Henry. It was actually 3 hours and 30 minutes to drop him off out of Tennessee into South Carolina.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long to get to South Carolina.
I'm in South Carolina.
That's what the map said. That's the map. That's from the
Ava's got
map
a few
on Google.
questions. She said I don't
Allie.
know if a woman or girl, but they have a few
She
questions.
wants ICU wants to know if you have receipts about what you said. I don't know. She said inappropriate messages between Jose and your daughter.
Oh yeah. My daughter showed them to me. Like as soon as she got them, she snapshotted them and sent them right to me. And I was at work and I went the hell off.
Do you still have them?
So you know what?
No, they're on my old phone.
Oh, I was gonna say go on Age Channel and show them if you do.
He tried to say that whatever you had said wasn't true, like about the 1 to 10, what am I to you, your crush. I believe
Yeah.
he said it to Teresa, 100%. I never doubted you. Why is he trying to make, I mean, I'm not saying he's not, but why is he trying to make himself out to be such a good guy? Like,
yes.
Does he really
And
benefit
he
from
said
it?
they're trying to say that he wasn't doing anything with Candace. Bullshit. He was all over that woman. She was all over him when they were drunk.
I believe it.
Because she would get drunk, Donnie would call, she'd do a little crying face, and Jose would feel sorry for her. And he would start kissing her on the cheek and said, "Oh, you're my Harley Quinn."
It's kind of funny because around that time she was posting filters of herself in like a Harley Quinn thing on TikTok.
Wow.
There you go. That's receipts right there.
Why do you think Jose's trying to make it seem like he was there for so long as opposed to like 4 to 6 weeks?
I don't know.
That's weird. Like, what kind of man just wants to pretend he was at another man's house for months on months on months?
Allison called the cops on Candace because Candace would not give back her children. Isn't that true, Allie?
Yes, it is. That morning, me and Candace had our falling out because I didn't sleep that night. I was up all night long, crying my eyes out and everything, because I knew I had to take a step back from our friendship. I had to end it. Because when you're married to someone, you don't go sleeping around with other people. I don't care.
But you were hooking up with Jose.
What?
You were hooking up with Jose, so if she really thought
Me and Jose were hooking up a couple nights after he got there. We just started kicking it back to like, we would sit there to have conversations about our lives back home in New York, the people we knew. Come to find out, we knew a lot of people that hung out together. And, and he started kicking it to me, and out of respect to Candace and her mother, because her mother had the hots for him, majorly.
I heard that too.
Like, she would sit there and put her hand on his pants and try to kiss him and everything, and he would push back. We would wait until everyone went to sleep.
Yes, National. And
then, they started doing that shit with Candace. Candace started being all over him. I'm like, well, wait a minute, girl. You're supposed to be my best. You're supposed to be like a sister to me. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You cross the line.
Yep.
And then she wanted to take care of her kids and everything, and I just
line. Allie, did you see the interview, Jose's interview?
I watched some of it.
What did you think of it, sweetheart?
From what I've seen of it, it's some kind of bullcrap. Dude, stop trying to.
Why do you think he tried to? I'm sorry. Why do you think that he tried to say he was there for 6 months?
I don't know. To make himself look good.
You think?
I think so.
He didn't show up till September, and he left in October, the 15th.
That's what those receipts said.
Yeah, so he wasn't even there but a few weeks.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I got people blowing up my freaking text messages.
Okay.
I think
question.
Andrew.
Yes, dear.
How good do you know Jose? Why do you think okay, first I want to ask you, because I seen in the first interview, second interview, I seen a lot of where he was recanting the bullshit. I mean, did you take note that he lied?
No, I just replay. I didn't know. I played the videos of where I seen him.
I mean, he said that he was there 6 months, and then all of a sudden he pops up and says, oh, well, now he's trying to say 2 months, but we ain't getting really 2 months out of it. We're getting about possibly 7, 8 weeks at the most.
Yep.
I mean,
but can I ask a serious question?
Yes.
Okay. They were down there in September, October of 2020.
September the 19th.
Summer went missing in June 2021.
Right.
How do they fit into this whole thing?
Well, I tell you how they fit into it. It's not about saying, "Hey, Jose came running down to Ben Hill Road and took Summer," or anything like that. No, it's about talking to these people and getting a background on Candace and Donald Wells and what they are capable of doing, because we do not know what they are capable of
Yes.
doing. And when you got a good handle, well, I mean, Allie knows them better than me, and I got a real good handle on what they're capable of doing. And personally, they're capable of doing about any damn thing, if you ask me. I mean, if they can think it, they can do it. There you go.
I mean,
That's
that I
how wicked these
understand.
people are.
But why are they attacking Andrew and Allison?
Because
Saying that Andrew
because
went down there for a drug run.
people are wanting to know why Andrew needed a storage for 2 hours.
Because Andrew was supposed to, Alyssa,
And the rest.
and the rest were going to come down here and live. And so happens they came down on race day weekend.
Right. And
Can I
Andrew,
state something on that real quick,
Andrew,
please?
did you have a storage?
No, not before we got down there.
Okay, and then you got the storage, but then you found out you didn't need the storage.
Correct.
And
Jose was supposed to take over payments on said storage unit.
Okay, I see.
That's word of mouth information, though, so I don't know how
So
true that is.
Jose was thinking of living in a storage instead of a house.
No, in all
okay.
honesty, Allison knew about us coming down. Certain family members of ours up here knew we were going down, and Jose, basically, from what I can remember, didn't have a clue about going down until the day came. He basically just said, "Well, I want to go," and hopped in the truck. And that's coming from who has a better memory than I, and that's my old lady. Because we were sitting there talking about it today, and I'm like, well, I don't really remember how Jose even got involved, because the last I remember, it was just supposed to be us, the kids, and that's it. Well,
Allison,
and then all of a sudden Jose was involved. So,
do you feel that Candace and H ever had any type of relationship?
to be all honest with you, I'm still on the fence with that. When Jose came out and said what he said, yeah, I called Allison and I asked her about it straight up. And in her own words, she could tell you what she said. So,
No, I don't believe they had anything going on. Candace was more.
I mean, if H is your son, hun, I have sons of my own, and I know that my sons always tell me the truth. They tell me the truth, no matter what. They tell me the truth.
That's how Hunter is.
Absolutely, and I think you being his mother, you will absolutely know if something of that nature took effect or it didn't. And so you are pretty much in the no, it didn't happen. Thank you, Deb. Thank you so much for the let's bring summer home. Absolutely, and very soon.
Yes, let's bring summer home.
So,
the only ones I would know is Candace,
sweetheart. So you're 100% saying, no, I do not believe that there was ever anything between Candace and Hunter.
Yes, because Hunter would have told me. He's very open about his sex life with me.
Okay, because somebody was asking me about who had full custody of Hunter during the time that incident's supposed to happen. It doesn't matter who had custody of Hunter at that time. The point is, his mother said it didn't happen, and I truly do not believe that it happened either. I mean, I don't know why. I don't think it's because Candace would say no. I think it's because Hunter would say no. I don't think Hunter was interested in an old lady I just can't believe that.
No, especially when when his girlfriend, and still is his girlfriend.
And do you think he wouldn't tell you because it was Candace?
No, trust me, my son. If he sees a hot chick down the street, he goes, "Hey, look at that babe. Look at that chick. Look at her butt. Look at her boobs. Look at something."
What does that remind you of?
He's a teenage boy, of course.
Was Summer ever in foster care that you know of at any time, Allie?
Not that I know of.
They say not that she ever knew of. Absolutely not that she ever knew of. Did Candace ever tell you she had another child, a daughter she gave away at birth?
She had a daughter and a son that she lost custody of years ago, and her daughter's name was Candace, and I think her son's name was Andrew.
There's way too many Andrews in this goddamn.
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it.
Book, man.
She's got it.
I agree.
She's got her. She's got either his name or Andy written on her knuckles on her hand.
Allie, someone
Candace
said in
does?
chat that
Hold on. Candace has Andy written on her hand.
Yeah, it's on her knuckles.
Oh, was that the first husband's name?
I'm not sure if that was the first husband's name or if that was her older son's name.
Could be both.
Okay. Yes, it could. Absolutely. Thank you for that information, sweetheart.
Hey,
You're
Allie.
welcome. Yes.
I spoke to Candace a little bit in the beginning, before they pulled that whole hoax thing. I don't know if you ever heard about that, but she kind of, I asked her certain questions and stuff, and she was kind of just stating that her only drugs of choice were alcohol, mostly whiskey, and weed. Do you know of her using the other substances around the same time?
No, all I've seen her do is smoke weed and drink her alcohol. And she did come right out and tell me that she was an ex-meth addict years and years ago.
Yes, that's when she was in that is when she was in Arkansas, where Donnie had met up with her, and Grandis was there trying to get her clean, because Donald told me that Grandis was there trying to get Candace under a drug habit under control. And Candace was, giving her some issues. She was able to get her somewhat cleaned up, but Candace was still giving Grandis issues, and Grandis just dropped everything because Candace had gotten with Donnie and was, Grandis wanted to move on, and Candace wasn't wanting to go, so she left her there with Donald. They were both homeless, living in Donald's vehicle, is what he told me. Is that what you was told as well, Allie?
Yep.
I have another question, and you can go ahead and say yes or no to this one. But I always wondered.
There was fucking two.
Yes, dear.
I always wondered if somebody was lying, or if maybe there was more than one falling out with you and Candace. When I spoke to her, she told me that the falling out that you guys had was because of True, that she had kept a secret for True, or she wouldn't keep a secret for True. And you said that your falling out was because of her stealing money and hooking up with Jose. Was there maybe more than one falling out, and that's why you guys?
Candace said that True brought a 12-year-old girl to her home, and Candace said that True wanted her to tell the 12-year-old it was okay for them to be girlfriends, as in girlfriends. And Candace said that she wasn't going to aid and abet that kind of BS, and that's what caused a problem between Well, that and the fact that Donald, through True and a girlfriend that had came up there, and they said came up there drunk, out of the house because they didn't want it around their children and made them sleep in a truck.
No. See, that's all twisted because me and Candace had our falling out over the stolen money and Jose. Because I would get paid and I would bring home to Grandma my share of the rent money and everything, and I'd have my extra cash on me. Well, several different times it had came up missing, and I'm like, wait a minute, did I spend it all? I thought I didn't, I would. Then I got smart and I kept looking at my receipts. I'm like, dude, I should have this change left. I know what I eat for lunch at work. I know how much it costs. I know where I spend my money. And then, we had then everything with Jose, and it just all hit me at once, and I had to I had to back out of the friendship because, you don't steal from your friends, especially someone there that's going to help you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know something, Allie, I want to tell you
Now,
that
True and it wasn't a 12-year-old girl. True and her best friend at the time had snuck up to Candace's. They
and
told me that
how old was True's best friend?
15.
Okay.
And from what I get, because True couldn't hold it in no more, she was pissed. Don and Candace told True, well, Candace came down to the city, picked them up, and I didn't know anything about it. I thought she was at her friend's house, and, that's where they were spending the night. They even had me believe it because I talked to the girl's mother, and the girls were there at one time.
Right.
True and her friends snuck up to Candace's. Candace came down and got them, picked them up, brought them up to her house. Candace ended up getting drunk, and she couldn't bring them home. Donnie came home from work, said, I don't want them in my house. So Candace made my daughter and her best friend sleep out in the back of a truck.
Oh, and your daughter and her friend wasn't drinking at all?
No.
Okay.
And so was this
Thank
a
you.
different falling out, or was this around
Nope.
around the same time?
This happened after our falling out, and I was pissed.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
she talks about your guys' falling out as her falling out basically with True.
Listen, Dudley supposedly Jose was up there the day that Summer came up missing. Do you believe that, Allie?
I don't know what to believe because I haven't seen word from Jose since that day I left the hill.
And did you know Dudley?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you up, Ava.
Can I say something real quick, PG?
Sure.
Yes.
To clarify, my memory is not as good as it should be. I do get things mixed up a lot.
We're fucking old.
And I want to apologize for that. But no, the wife came in and clarified that there was 2 vehicles with us. It was the van and the truck. So I have to apologize for my believing there was 3. My memory is not as good as it should be at my age. But I want to clarify that, and I do thank God the wife has better memory than I do because she could basically tell you what I was wearing that day. She even still had pictures of us on the way down. So
see, when he's wrong, he admits it.
And I do apologize for that misleading information. I can only remember very few things from 2 years ago, and I'm just thankful I remember as much about the trip because I was excited because I got to be able to move down there and be closer to my son, and daughter was going to be able to hang out with her brother.
Right. And I understand that.
It happens, Sometimes
Absolutely.
you forget some things that you shouldn't.
Why do they need to know the address of the place you were supposed to be renting?
Say what now?
They want to know the address of the place you were supposed to be renting. So
And
what?
he can't give
What is that gonna help?
he can't give out that kind of information due to the fact that he would get the landlord attacked by a mob of people, causing a lot of issues, and he does not want to do that to someone that owns
Oh yeah,
You know.
trust me, because
Hey,
when
Ava.
Jeremy Duggan and all them put my name out on
Oh yeah, that pissed me
Mine
off.
Hunter and address on Facebook and YouTube. Shoo, you should see everything that comes this way.
Ava, did you want to ask a question?
Yes, I did want to ask some questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
Somebody
Okay.
has their TV on, and it's really loud.
It's
First
Allie's
thing I want to ask.
It is
Sorry.
Allie's children.
Oh.
So the first thing I want to ask is about Jose. Is that okay?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay.
You got to close out your
Hey,
YouTube.
Allie, would it be okay if you maybe muted your background noise a little bit? It's just kind of hard to hear.
Get me some. Hey, turn it down. Turn it down.
Ava, you have to close out your YouTube in the background.
Yeah, you got to click out of YouTube, Ava, and
oh, okay.
live
Sorry
stream
about that.
up.
Sorry.
Okay.
So,
what would you like to ask Allie?
How did Jose originally end up staying with Candace?
He ended up staying with Candace because he couldn't stay where I live. And Candace said that, and I just basically left him up on the mountain with her because I was done with everybody up there.
I understand that. Hey, Allie, can I ask you another question? Because I know what type of lady, and I know that a little bit of flirting you could have. I mean, even if it seemed like flirting from Candace, you could have handled that. So I feel that you've seen a lot more than a little bit of flirting between Candace and Jose. Is that truth?
Oh yeah, they were all over each other like hot sticks on glue.
Oh man, there you go, folks. Amen. That's what I'm. And let me ask you another question, Allie. Do you feel that she's looking for somebody? I mean, I feel that she's looking for, another Jose up on the hill right now while Don's in jail.
Most likely.
Absolutely, and my thought as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There you go. If you've been
Who's
around
Sandra?
Candace for very long, at all, it don't take long to get to know what type of person she is. And Candace don't have no friends because she don't know how to be a friend. That's her problem. Wouldn't you say, Allie?
Yep.
That's exactly right. There's where it's at. And she
takes that friendship, she uses it, and she abuses it.
I talk with a little girl that knows you, and she used to be your neighbor, and she speaks so kind and caring and loving of you that she said she saw you in a Walmart not too long ago, and she was so excited to see you and get to talk with you, and she just loves you to death. She really does.
I'm trying to figure out who that is.
I'd have to go into my emails to find out. She's usually here in my chat most of the time. But she said she is definitely your neighbor. And
it's me, PG Shannon. Okay, I know who she is. Yep.
And
I know who Shannon is.
And she said that you're just a beautiful, beautiful person. So I appreciated her, and I certainly appreciate you coming up on the
Candace
panel.
wants to come on panel.
Oh, if
Candace, bring her out. Let's go.
I
Bring
will.
Candace on
I
fucking
will.
panel.
Allie,
What?
be nice.
Fuck no.
Hey, remember, we're on a
She said,
respectable channel.
You goddamn let me on panel.
Hey, come on up, Al. There ain't nobody keeping you from coming up here, Candace. Bring that
Come on, sweetheart. Come on, sweet lips.
We want to see.
Hey, Andrew.
We want to see.
Andrew, go through and tag Leslie.
Absolutely.
Go through Messenger. Go through Messenger and tag Leslie.
Come on up here. Come on up here, Candace.
Are you
Yeah,
guys sure it's her? Can you click?
Send her the link.
Can you click her name?
I don't have my
Yeah, I think it
right
is.
now.
Look in the back chat. It is Candace.
Come
I
on
mean,
up,
I don't mean
Candace.
Russian none. I mean, too many trolls.
Candace, come
No,
up.
it is.
Come on up, Candace. Yes, it's her. It's her. Come on up, Candace. I'm sorry. I'm not letting anyone else upon panel.
What do you mean?
Does anybody know? Does anybody know Lisa Miller?
Who did?
Cornbread Mafia.
Who? What do you want?
Yes, I was going to say something about that.
My panel only holds so many.
The first time she's brought him up.
Candace, if you want to come up, come up. Here's the link.
Put it in chat.
Allie, I have one more question for you, and I just have a question because if I got off of this panel and didn't ask this, my true crime friends would ring me. There was an interview that got leaked the other day that you guys had, and I don't know if you guys actually knew you were being recorded or not. I don't care about that. But
No, I did not. You're talking about the one with Molly Golightly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know we were being recorded. I had went outside to see one of my good friends. She's like a sister to me also. I've known her from New York since grade school. And she came over because she wanted to show me her daughter because she had just recently moved back to Tennessee. And I haven't seen the baby since last year. And she goes, come out to the car, see how big baby's gotten. And I did, And all of a sudden, all these people start coming down the road, like down my sidewalk. And they started asking questions. I try to keep my mother on a hush hush.
Well, that's
my mother was.
That's what I wanted.
My
to
mother
ask
was
about.
pissing me off.
Yeah.
My mother was.
I loved her passion, and to be honest with you, since the beginning, and I've talked to Candace and I've talked to a whole lot of people, I always kind of believe that Summer could have been kidnapped. It's not beyond the realm of possibility. But your mother's fire. Your mother's fire.
What law?
Hold
from
on.
what law enforcement is saying. From what law enforcement is saying. And they are saying it right now. As a matter of fact, they said it way before now. That abduction there's no signs of an abduction. And the news that I watched just recently said that it has been taken off the table.
Right.
They do not believe that it was an abduction whatsoever. It is taken off the table.
That
What is on the table is foul play and wandering off, and doing extensive searches to get rid of the wandering off, and then they're going to end up, in my opinion, prosecuting somebody's ass. And when they say foul play, they're looking at parents. They're looking at 110 Ben Hill Road, nowhere else. And Candace knows that.
Yeah, don't worry. What I was trying to tell her is, over time, I've come to believe that, there is a possibility that something happened to this little girl and it snowballed out of control. What I wanted to ask Allie was, your mom's fire the other day, it actually lit something up in me where I believe her. And I just wanted to know, is Sherry saying it out of, do you think
I need you to speak to me, Tennessee John.
Hold on. Do you think your mom was saying it out of
Can you hear me?
Knowing?
Yeah, I
can. Or just out of anger?
My mom was, and I don't know with her. I mean, she just pissed me off that day because it's like, here I was trying to not talk to YouTubers, not talk to different people coming up on my property because I've had enough of it. And my mother's the one that initiated that, and it's like, I was gonna, man, and the shit she was just, I wanted to punch my mother in the face because I even turned around to my best friend and my grandmother. I said, I've got to go inside before I punch her in the face.
Your mom's a straight talker, ain't she?
my mother sit there and say you went anything.
She loves you.
Allie, is it okay if I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. Did you file charges on Candace?
I can't really say much about that.
Okay,
because
I understand.
They are not worried about that right now. Right now, the focus is on finding someone.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
understand completely. Thank you
Absolutely.
so
But they
much.
are but let me get this out there so everyone hears it, because I'm getting sick and tired of people saying, oh, you should press charges. The TBI, the FBI, and Hawkins County Sheriffs all know about it.
And I've been called a liar because I stated the same thing.
Okay.
They all know about it.
Thank you so much for answering. I didn't know if that
Wait,
was okay.
about the SA? About SA or alcohol and cigarettes?
They know about it all.
Okay.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, and Allie said nothing didn't happen with.
And they want me to ask Allison, the Wells Boys four-wheelers, not to be mistaken for the mini bikes. What happened to the four-wheelers? Did they have four-wheelers, Ellie?
Not that I know of. I know they had dirt bikes.
Yeah, they had dirt bikes, and that's it. They didn't have four-wheelers.
Ellie, is Sandra one of your kids?
Is Sandra one of my kids? Yes.
Yeah, somebody keeps bringing her name up in chat, and it's really
What did
pissing me.
Sam Josie do before you
And
went to
isn't that Allie's youngest?
Mm-hmm.
And why is she being brought up? We don't bring up people's children.
Yeah, where's my kid being brought up?
And so,
they keep on asking this question.
Cornbread Mafia is the one.
Who the hell is Cornbread Mafia?
I don't know,
Cornbread
but they keep on
Mafia.
saying what happened with Josie and Sandra before Josie went to Utah.
Nothing ever happened. Ew. Ugh.
Yeah,
no,
that's Cornbread
my
Mafia.
mother's, my niece Asia and Josie were a couple, not my kids.
Okay. Okay. And listen, Allie, because there's a rumor going around that Don took Jose out of state because of something he did to a little girl up there. Is there any truth to that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's the first time hearing that.
But it wasn't no little girl you knew.
No.
Okay. All right, so that clears it. It wasn't any of Allie's family. If that indeed happened, it had nothing to do with any of Allie's family whatsoever. That clears that one up. Yes, please do be released. Yeah, and don't bring up the children's names.
Yeah,
don't
that's crazy.
bring up the children's names. We don't do that here. You know, this is the thing that gets me is everybody wants to protect the boys, Candace's boys. Well, let's be respectful to everyone else's children as well.
Yeah.
On when it comes to outing names, I appreciate that very much. So thank you.
Them sick people in the chat, you're going to just get blocked, you goofy balls. Why would you say that? They're
Well, there's a lot
disgusting.
of people in here that is not our family night.
Yeah. I know.
So we got
I'm blocking
911 people in here right now, and usually, we're at usually 4 or 5. So we've got way more than our quota.
And I'm so sorry. We were just up here trying to make sure that people were asking about the children to the wrong Allison, and my wife was even concerned about that. So that's why we come up, and we're thankful that you have us here. And
I'll have you any other time you'd like to come up, and I would appreciate it if you sometime you invite me to your channel, Andrew. You cover summer as well, yes? And I think your brother's funny.
Is it true Hunter had a doctor's appointment on June 15th, Allison?
Yep.
From the word of the horse's mouth.
And did he go to that doctor's appointment, Allie?
Yes, he did.
There you go.
I don't even know that's the real Laura.
And it had to been, and that doctor's appointment would have had to been after he was dropped off, yes?
Yes.
Yes, because
His girlfriend.
Allie
His
was
girlfriend took him, right?
Allie was still when Candace showed up and took Hunter. Allie was still asleep, or well, she wasn't asleep. She was awake, but she had not gotten out of bed yet. So he left with her. So the doctor's appointment would because Allie's the one that took him to the doctors, I'm sure. So therefore, it had to be when he returned back home. And
Yep.
yes, he did make it to that doctor's appointment that day. There you go.
PG, I'm stepped down, hon. I'm gonna go to bed. I have to get up with an 8-year-old for school in the morning. Thank you very much, honey.
I appreciate you on coming up,
Good
Andrew,
night,
and I appreciate you bringing Allie up with you and answering all these questions for us. God bless you and much love, hon.
Much love, guys. You guys have a good night.
Good
Watch
night,
out
sir.
for them trolls.
Nice meeting you, Andrew.
Right.
Nice meeting everyone. Allie, give me a call in the morning, girl.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Hey, Allie, do you know if Rose was ever in Tennessee?
Not that I know of. I think it was all due in Wisconsin.
Okay, because there's a guy down there named Fred Hill. Do you know Fred Hill?
Nope.
Okay, because he was saying that Rose was up at Candace and Donald's house, and that Donald was running some type of Lady of the Night show until he had to until actually the law got on him. But said it was up there, and Fred Hill said he had met Rose. From my understanding, so Candace didn't ever say Rose had ever been up there.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
I got a question for you, Allie. How long was you and Candace friends? Did you just meet her like in September when all that happened, and then?
No, we were friends for a while.
Yeah, like what year did you and Candace become friends? I know that you met her through your mom, and they met each other at a parade.
They met each other at a Christmas parade that I was not able to go to because I was at work.
Was that like 2018?
Was it during the virus, before the virus?
I'm not exactly sure when they met, but I know it was at one of the Christmas parades.
Okay.
They were
When you
standing
met
next
her,
to each other.
when you met Candace, was it after the virus had started?
No, it was before the virus started. Because when the virus first started, when the kids started back up in school in August, I had to quarantine for 14 days because we were at DB getting my daughter's schedule and stuff, and we came in close contact with a positive case.
Okay. So you guys was probably friends like 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the and Jose, she just met him in September, and he left in October.
So you got caught up with the virus right at the beginning of it, when they wasn't even
when they shut the school. Yeah, when they shut the schools down. Yes.
Yeah, they weren't even keeping record of it at that time. So
no, all I know is school was supposed to start that August, and
we started
went
like September. Yeah.
It was a busy day because I took that day off from work because I had to be at two different schools, but at 3 different times.
Wow.
Yep. So what you get when you're in high school.
Yeah, it's hard enough to have. Yeah, I know. I've got 4 kids, and I'm telling you, I'm glad for the stair step. 3 are stair steps, and it's wonderful because you don't end up, you might end up at 2 schools, but you ain't ending up at, all kinds of them at one time. I don't think I'd want to do 3 schools in one day. I don't think so. That's hell.
Yeah, it was.
What do you think of Jose coming out 9 months after Summer came up missing? What do you think about that, Allie?
It's kind of like I got a couple text messages from him on Facebook. Hey, Allie, what's really going on with Summer? I just got done talking to the like the TBI, and then another message he wrote me. He goes, "How do I contact the TBI?" I'm like, "What? Why do you want to know how to contact them if you already spoke to him?" Like, weirdo.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't respond back to him. Like, don't. No.
Don't write to me.
Ew.
Wow.
Like,
Did he hit you up through Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that. I hit you up through Facebook and you didn't even write me back.
I didn't know what it was. I was like, okay, I get messages in my Facebook all the time. I'm at work or I'm home being mommy, and
if I message you, will you take me on Facebook?
Yes. Just let me know who you are.
Sissy Bible. My name is Sissy Bible. I'm already in your chat, but you might not be able to see me because I'm not friends with you.
Hey, Allie, your mom had said when Candace called her at 1 a.m. to tell her that Summer was missing, she said she hung up on her. Was that because at the time you guys still thought she was lying about it?
My mom believed at the time she was still lying about it. Like, my phone that night was in Leslie's van, charging because my phone was dead. Me and Leslie were on the football field, our kids, with my youngest, her grandson. And Hunter called Leslie's phone and said, "Have mom call Candace, Summer's missing." I said, "Please get on with it. She's only trying to talk to me. I don't believe it." I didn't believe it until I seen it when we got in the van. My phone was charged. We stopped at the cookout for dinner that night because that's what we normally did. We ate out. We fed the kids. And I had grabbed dinner for everyone. I turned my phone on, went to Facebook, and there, not plain as day, was Summer's picture, her information, and it was through Hawkins County Emergency Services. I called my mother and I told her, "Hey, look, Summer's missing." She goes, "No, she's not. No, she's not. Blah blah blah." And then my mother.
I am so glad. I am so glad that you didn't go there. I'm glad that you didn't go there, Allie. Didn't go up there and take True and Hunter. And
Leslie's in our chat. Hi, Leslie. I love you.
And does she want to come up?
What's her name?
Leslie Hill.
Hey,
I tell her I sent her a link if she wants to take the link and come up.
Allie, the night that Summer went missing when you and Candace video chat, what did she say and what was her vibe like?
Okay, the night, so me, Leslie, and the kids came back to the house, my house. We put the dinner out on the table. I tried calling Candace through Facebook, regular phone, nothing. Everyone was trying to get a hold of her. Finally, she answered, I believe it was through Snapchat or something, and she was on video. I said, "Candace, what the hell is going on?" She goes, "Summer's gone." I said, "What do you mean she's gone? She was with you not that long ago." And she said that Summer was gone. And I asked her, like, what had happened from the time she got home until Summer went missing. And, and I let TBI know everything she said. And she was pacing back and forth, like, not a tear. She was playing with her hair.
Was she crying or anything? So she wasn't crying and stuff?
Nope.
Candace doesn't cry.
Was she drinking? She
Crazy
like
Italian lady. Man, these people are going ape shit in your chat. Like, "Oh, Leslie, Allie's lying right now." No, I'm not. Thank you very much. Get on with it.
Was she drinking that night, Allie, or could you tell?
If you are in this chat speaking badly of Allie or any of the panel, you will be blocked. You will be blocked. You won't be timed out. You will be blocked. Please do not speak bad of anyone upon this panel.
We don't allow
if she would like to come up, she can take the link and come up as well. Does she know how to come up on the live, Allie?
I don't know.
If she wants to take a link, she's more than welcome to take a link and come up. Ziggy, I understand you are live streaming me live over there on your panel. I'm going to ask you to please not be live streaming me upon your panel. That is against YouTube policies. And I will strike you. I will strike you. That's so rude. If you want content, hon, you need to get your own. Please do not be playing my live stream over there.
So, Allie,
Allie,
on Candace's
did she seem like she was drunk that night when it happened? Did she seem like she had been taking anything?
Oh yeah, she was drunk out of her mind.
Oh really? See, that's what I kind of thought maybe happened. Like maybe she was drinking or something and passed out and woke up and something had happened. Like she fell off a cliff or she got hurt, got down in the road, got something gotten. That's what I kind of figured might have happened.
Ooh, I'm getting paged.
Paged.
Yeah,
See, I believe Hunter's theory.
And if that's okay.
I'm on YouTube on the chat right now. Ugh. Teenagers.
I believe H's theory, Allie. With the dry
What?
drowning. I believe H's theory with the dry drowning.
No, she didn't drown.
Allie, did
charging because my phone was dead.
September when all that happened, and then
No, we were friends for a while.
Yeah, like what year did you and Candace become friends? I know that you met her through your mom, and they met each other at a parade.
They met each other at a Christmas parade that I was not able to go to because I was at work.
Was that like 2018?
Was it during the virus, before the virus?
I'm not exactly sure when they met, but I know it was at one of the Christmas parades.
Okay.
They were
When you
standing
met
next
her,
to each other.
when you met Candace, was it after the virus had started?
No, it was before the virus started. When the virus first started, when the kids started back up in school in August, I had a quarantine for 14 days because we were at DB getting my daughter's schedule and stuff, and we came in close contact with a positive case.
Okay. So you guys was probably friends like 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the and Jose, she just met him in September, and he left in October.
So you got caught up with the virus right at the beginning of it, when they wouldn't even keeping
when they shut
record
the
of
school.
it.
Yeah, when they shut the schools down. Yes.
Yeah, they weren't even keeping record of it at that time. So
no, all I know is school was supposed to start that August, and
we started
went
in
and got
like
everyone's
September.
schedules.
Yeah.
It was a busy day because I took that day off from work because I had to go. I had to be at two different schools, but at 3 different times.
Wow.
Yep. That's what you get when you're in a high.
Yeah, it's hard enough to have. Yeah, I know. I've got 4 kids, and I'm telling you, I'm glad for the stair step. 3 are stair steps.
Do you think
I
your
need
mom's
you to
saying
speak to me, Tennessee
Hold on. Do you think your mom was saying it out of
can you hear me?
knowing?
Yeah, I can.
Or just out of anger?
My mom was, and I don't know with her. I mean,
everyone. Allie, give me a call in the morning, girl.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Hey, Allie, do you know if Rose was ever in Tennessee?
Not that I know of. I think it was all due in Wisconsin.
Okay, because there's a guy down there named Fred Hill. Do you know Fred Hill?
Nope.
Okay, because he was saying that Rose was up at Candace and Donald's house, and that Donald was running some type of um, Lady of the Night show
Oh boy.
until he had to until he got actually the law got on him. But it said Rose was up there, and Fred Hill said he had met Rose, from my understanding. So Candace didn't ever say that Rose had ever been up there.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
I got
They're
a
saying
question
that
for
you're
you,
more
Allie.
marked
How
down
long,
there.
Allie? How long was you and Candace friends? Did you just meet her like in September when all that happened, and then?
No, we were friends for a while.
Yeah, like what year did you and Candace become friends? I know that you met her through your mom, and they met each other at a parade.
They met each other at a Christmas parade that
Yes.
I was not able to go to because I was at work.
Was that like 2018?
Was it
I'm
during the
not sure.
virus, before the virus?
I'm not exactly sure when they met, but I know it was at one of the Christmas parades.
Okay.
They were
When you
standing
met
next
her,
to each other.
when you met Candace, was it after the virus had started?
No, it was before the virus started. Because when the virus first started, when the kids started back up in school in August, I had a quarantine for 14 days because we were at DB getting my daughter's schedule and stuff, and we came close contact with a positive case.
Okay. So you guys was
That was
probably
before
friends like 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the and Jose, she just met him in September, and he left in October.
So you got caught up with the virus right at the beginning of it, when they wasn't even keeping
When they shut
record
the
of
school, yeah, when they shut the schools down, yes.
Yeah, they weren't even keeping record of it at that time. So
No, all I know is school was supposed to start that August, and
Yeah, we started
went
in
and got
like
everyone's
September. Yeah.
schedules. It was a busy day because I took that day off from work because I had to be at two different schools, but at 3 different times.
Wow.
Yep. That's what you
It's
get when
hard.
you're in high.
Yeah, it's hard enough to have. Yeah, I know. I've got 4 kids, and I'm telling you, I'm glad for the stair step. 3 are stair steps, and it's wonderful because you don't end up, you might end up at 2 schools, but you ain't ending up at, all kinds of them at one time. I don't think I'd want to do 3 schools in one day. I don't think so. That's hell.
Yeah, it was.
What do you think of Jose coming out 9 months after Summer came up missing? What do you think about that, Allie?
It's kind of weird. Like I had a couple text messages from him on Facebook. Hey, Allie, what's really going on with Summer? I just got done talking to the TBI, and then and another message he wrote me. He goes, "How do I contact the TBI?" I'm like, "What? Why do you want to know how to contact him if you already spoke to him?" Like, weirdo.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't respond back to him. Like, don't. No.
Don't write to me.
Ew.
Wow.
Did
he hit you up through Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that. I hit you up through Facebook and you didn't even write me back.
I didn't know what everything was. I was like, okay, I get messages in my Facebook all the time. I'm at work or I'm home being mommy, and
if I message you, will you take me on Facebook?
Yes. Just let me know who you are.
Sissy Bible. My name is Sissy Bible. I'm already in your chat, but you might not be able to see me because I'm not friends with you.
Hey, Allie, your mom had said when Candace called her at 1 a.m. to tell her that Summer was missing, she said she hung up on her. Was that because at the time you guys still thought she was lying about it?
My mom believed at the time she was still lying about it. Like, My phone that night was in Leslie's van, charging because my phone was dead. Me and Leslie were on the football field with our kids, with my youngest and her grandson. And Hunter called Leslie's phone and said, "Have mom call Candace, Summer's missing." I said, "Please get on with it. She's only trying to talk to me. I don't believe it." I didn't believe it until I seen it when we got in the van. My phone was charged. We stopped at the cookout for dinner that night because that's what we normally did. We ate out. We fed the kids. And I had grabbed dinner for everyone. I turned my phone on, went to Facebook, and there, not plain as day, was Summer's picture, her information, and it was through Hawkins County Emergency Services. I called my mother and I told her, "Hey, look, Summer's missing." She goes, "No, she's not. No, she's not. Blah blah blah." And then my mother.
You know, I am so glad. I am so glad that you didn't go there. I'm glad that you didn't go there, Allie. With didn't go up there and take True and Hunter and them.
Leslie's in our chat. Hi, Leslie. I love you.
And does she want to come up?
What's her name?
Leslie Hill.
Hey,
I tell her I sent her a link if she wants to take the link and come up.
Allie, the night that Summer went missing when you and Candace video chat, what did she say and what was her vibe like?
Okay. The night, so we all came, so me, Leslie, and the kids came back to the house, my house. We put the dinner out on the table. I tried calling Candace through Facebook, regular phone, not nothing. Everyone was trying to get a hold of her. Finally, she answered, I believe it was through Snapchat or something, and she was on video. I said, "Candace, what the hell is going on?" She goes, "Summer's gone." I said, "What do you mean she's gone? She was with you not that long ago." And she said that Summer was gone. And I asked her, like, what had happened from the time she got home until Summer went missing. And, you know, and I let her know everything she said. And she was pacing back and forth, like, not a tear. She was
That's
playing
what
with
I
her
was say.
hair.
Was she crying or anything? So she wasn't crying and stuff?
Nope.
Candace doesn't cry.
Was she drinking?
Okay,
Did she look
crazy
like she
Italian
was?
lady. Man, these people are going ape shit in your chat. Like, "Oh, Leslie, Ellie's lying right now." No, I'm not. Thank you very much. Get on with it.
Was she drinking that night, Allie, or could you
If
tell?
you are in this chat speaking badly of Allie or anyone upon the panel, you will be blocked. You will be blocked. You won't be timed out. You will be blocked. Please do not speak bad of anyone upon this panel.
We don't allow disrespect.
If she would like to come up, she can take the link and come up. Does she know how to come up on the live, Allie?
I know.
If she wants to take a link, she's more than welcome to take a link and come up. Ziggy, I understand you are live streaming me live over there on your panel. I'm going to ask you to please not be live streaming me upon your panel. That is against YouTube policies. And I will strike you. I will strike you. That's so rude. If you want content, hon, you need to get your own. Please do not be playing my live stream over there.
So, Allie, on Candace's
did she seem like she was drunk that night when it happened? Did she seem like she had been taking anything?
Oh yeah, she was drunk out of her mind.
Oh really? See, that's what I kind of thought maybe happened. Like maybe she was drinking or something and passed out and whooping. Something had happened, like she fell off a cliff or she got hurt, got down in the road, got, something got, that's what I kind of figured might have happened.
Ooh, I'm getting paged.
Paged.
Yeah,
See, I believe Hunter's theory.
And if that's okay.
I'm on YouTube on the chat right now. Ugh, teenagers.
I believe H's theory, Allie, with the dry
What?
drowning. I believe H's theory with the dry drowning.
No, she didn't drown.
Allie, did Allie, did Candace ever tell you anything about Rose? Ava, I think you didn't
Yeah,
Everybody
so
heard that?
she would
Here.
have asked like a
Not
robot.
did Candace ever tell you anything about Rose at all?
Oh yeah, and I told the TBI that and everything.
But as far as you didn't ever meet Rose, or you didn't ever know
No.
Rose, or
Nope.
or you didn't ever know of Rose ever being in Tennessee. And did Candace, do you know if Donald ever met Rose or not?
Not that I know of.
Okay, thank you. I'm just trying to get some of the questions out of the chat because there's people there asking as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And did you call? Was you the one? A lot of people are wondering, was you the one that called Child Protective Services upon Candace this last time that they were upon her?
Not this last time, but I have reported her to CPS.
Okay,
and every time CPS would come, they wouldn't let them in the house. They would make an appointment for them to come back. And when that appointment came, Candace was nowhere to be found.
Now, your mother said something, and this is trigger warning, everybody. I'm letting it be known right now. This is a trigger warning. So please, trigger warning. Your mother said something when Molly and them was taping you guys, and I heard you say that you did not know they were recording you guys that day at all. So I did hear your mother say that, or someone in the group say that, I'm pretty sure it was your mother that said it, that Donald was bathing with Summer and took her down the basement with no clothes upon her. Is that truth?
I don't know. If my mom said it, maybe she's seen it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like my mother was friends with him way before me and Candace became friends. And then she was always up there after she dropped me off at work, and then, you know.
And I would also would like to ask if your mother also made a statement that Donald possibly touched some of your sister's children that your mom has. Is that truth?
That's what she says.
Okay. And why wasn't Donald prosecuted or put in jail for that?
Not that I know of.
I would think your mom would have felt charges. But then again, a lot of times that's hard to prove. And that's why people like the Wells pick on children, because it's very hard to prove where a child's concerned. It's very hard to prove. I don't know why the system does not want to believe children over adults, but it, most of the time they do believe the adults.
The system
broken.
is so, it's broken, and it needs to be fixed. It needs people to actually care about these kids and the parents and the victims,
Mm-hmm.
And out of a paycheck. I'm sorry, but there's somebody.
Oh my lord, thank you, honey, so much. That's like literally the biggest tip I've ever had in my whole creation of this channel. Thank you. Here's a tip for you, Ericon. Give me your AC. And thank you so much, honey. Massive good vibes. Thank you. Much love.
turnouts.
As
That's
somebody
crazy.
said on Prayer Garden, please ask Allison what Candace said about her sister Rose Bly that brings tears to her eyes.
When she was drunk, she stated that she killed her. That the bitch was dead. How can you say that? How can you say that about your own sister?
I don't know. I don't know how they do anything they do up there. Do you?
No.
I don't. And do you see how they were playing games with Mary and putting a baby in a tote and tipping it over like it? What the hell is their problem?
I don't know. But
And
those kids do not need to go back to that environment.
the only thing Donald would say to me is, Sissy, don't worry, she's okay. And Sissy, I'll see her in the resurrection, like he told everybody else. What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea.
You know,
I've always felt like if anything happened, it was something that happened when Candace was there, but Dawn helped her cover up. Is that kind of
Okay.
what's on your mind, Allie?
Can I say something? The truth hurts.
Yes.
My mother, Sherry, was on Bed Hill Road. My grandmother was never. Only when I had to call the cops to go pick up my kids that night, and me and my grandmother were on the bottom of her driveway. Because my mother and the sheriff went up to Candace's house to get my children because it would not have been pretty if I walked up there.
Absolutely. And I don't blame you.
And plus, after she threatened to blow my head off with a shotgun, yeah, no thank you.
She would have had to use the gun, I thought, of fleeing. she might, I don't know. If Allie got a hold of her, she might not got a chance to use that gun.
No.
Do you think Dawn would cover up for Candace?
Absolutely. She wants to know if you believe that Dawn would cover up for Candace.
Oh, yeah. They cover up for each other.
They do. Absolutely, they do. Dawn and Candace has a sick bonding. They bond together by fucking with other people, even if it's their own children. It is disgusting,
and so is it,
ain't it?
and Grandis does it too, and it's disgusting.
It is. It's absolutely on.
They weed you in. They weed you in, and then they shit on you, and they shit on you right before you know it too.
I was gonna ask you that. I was bringing it up earlier that Candace has a TikTok, and in the TikTok it has like a voiceover, and it says, sometimes I look at something and I think, what the hell is going on in your head? But it doesn't say hell, it says F. And she's recording you, and that just felt like such a frenemy thing, because she was hanging out with you but making a video of you, and it said, sometimes I look at somebody, I wonder what the hell is going on in their head.
I took note. Yeah, Candace was jealous of Allie, and I took note that she wanted to take pictures and things of like, of Allie's worst moments or
unflattering
something
moments
she felt was going to be
Now, someone
degrading
just said
to
something on
Allie.
there about feeding the dogs. My grandmother would ride up there with us, but my mother and my grandmother and the kids would stay in the truck. Well, I carried the dog food up the driveway to the top of the house to feed her dogs.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask you, do you ever remember a time the dog's running off and not coming back until after the police show up?
No, there was
or
times
not after,
like
but right before.
No, when I went up there to feed the dogs, there was a time when there was no dogs around, and I guess they were down by the river. They were in the river or something. But the next time I went up there to feed them, which was another day or two, because I brought up 2 big bags of dog food every couple of days for those dogs, because the neighbor was supposed to help feed them, but he was too scared of the damn dogs.
Now, here's what I want to ask you. Donald said that just supposedly the day Summer came up missing, the dogs had ran off. But there was a mother dog that just had pups under the porch. And mother dogs don't. Do you believe that? But then he stated that they got back just in time, right before the police showed up. They were there when the police showed up. They got home right before the police showed up.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it don't.
Because if the dogs took off, they didn't go that far. They were always on that property, surrounding that property. And those dogs were mean. If they didn't know you, they were going to eat you. Because
Absolutely.
they knew me. But every time they heard us pull up in that driveway to go feed them, they'd come running right down that hill on the back, and they showed their teeth and everything. They scared the crap out of my grandmother.
Right.
My mother had to have the doors locked and the windows up.
And even though they knew you, did they still bark at you?
Oh, yeah.
And that's another lie that Donald said. He said if they knew somebody, they wouldn't bark.
Oh, yeah, they would.
So if someone would have been upon that property.
Oh, I know who Cameron is. Get off of the panel, Cameron. You're nothing but a little TV bopper. And you hang out with Candace. No, get off panel. Bye. Of course he would stick up for her.
Absolutely he would. Absolutely he would. I know that. And she would stick up.
Cameron's on. Cameron's on chat trying to be Mr. Big Ass. He said that the dogs were chill, that they would never attack anyone.
Who is Cameron?
He was like a son too.
Oh, is that the other boy that's in the pictures with Candace? The other young boy?
I'm thinking that, but they just said that they were a girl. I don't think that's a girl.
I
don't even
isn't
live in
that the
Tennessee.
mother that had the drug problem?
Okay, hold on. Cameron, if you don't even live in Tennessee, then how do you know that those dogs are chill? I went there to hand out flyers. Okay.
What?
But I also was told that the dogs that are up there now are not the same dogs that were up there when I was up there.
But they were the same dogs when Summer came up missing.
See, I don't know. Because I know the one dog had puppies. And then the day she dropped Hunter off here and Summer went missing, I think she said earlier that day she had said something about the dog had puppies, or someone told me that one of the dogs had puppies. So
yeah,
I think
I heard
that's
she gave True one of the puppies.
that was from that first or second batch that she had.
Is that the Cameron that's name was spray painted on the thing?
They're saying they're a girl, so no.
This Cameron's saying that they're a girl.
I think that Cameron's
you know on
lying.
the shed? You know on the shed where they spray painted Cameron?
Yeah.
Cameron's the one that had a drug addict mom, right?
They just had puppies when I was there. See, I don't know. See,
They did have puppies right before Summer disappeared. They were a few weeks old in pictures and videos right before Summer went missing.
Someone needs to take Sleepy Rain, come my way out there, because she said, Allie, quit lying. You know what happened this summer. No, I don't.
I just blocked that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the puppy that she gave to did end up back.
Hey, Allie, is it okay if I ask you a question really quick?
Yes.
Did you hear all the things that Jose was saying on just everyone's panel, or did you hear any of that?
I started watching some of it, and then I stopped for something. I had to do something.
She already answered that earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting
she
to.
said
I
she
was
had only
just
watched
wondering if
somewhat of it.
she found it
Allison,
really
does Robin
weird.
freak you out, or is she a really pure, wonderful person? I don't know Robin. No.
Allie did not know She did meet Andy, and she knew Andy. She did not
Yeah.
know Jody Sue. She had
No,
seen
yeah,
Jody
I
Sue,
was
but
just
did not
wondering.
know Jody Sue.
Yeah, I was sorry.
Hey, Allie, did you know the Light Boys?
The who?
The Light Boys, Frank Light and the Lights.
No.
Okay. And Allie does not know the Lights as well.
Okay.
She probably did not know Dudley as well.
Yeah, I
Nope.
was just gonna ask if she thought it was like kind of weird how much he liked Summer. You know what I mean? Like just or was so upset if she found that like a little odd. Does that make sense? Like just surprised that he'd have that reaction or
That was kind of creepy. Who took
he
photos of y'all when as the cabin? That was Grandis that took those photos.
Hey, Allie, why, if they didn't know Jose that well, why did they let the middle son sleep in the basement with him?
I don't know.
Was it and Jose did take quite a liking to Summer. Do you
No,
believe him when he said that Summer ran off? I mean,
no.
I feel
That's what I see. I caught that on his live. He said that Summer ran off twice, and they had to go looking for her.
he said 4
Summer
or 5
never
times.
ran out the front yard when the whole time I've known her. Summer never left that front yard.
And in the same breath, he also said that Summer would get up and go out early in the morning and swing on the swing, and they didn't know how long she'd been out there, but she didn't leave the yard then.
Yeah, that was what was so surprising is that he said all those things and
So
then
I
when
do believe Allie over Jose because I don't believe that Summer would leave. I don't believe she would
You
walk
could
off
have opened
as
that
well.
front door. That I couldn't even open that front door. That front door, me and that front door had issues.
what's wrong with the door?
It was like the doorknob or something. It was, I don't know how to explain it, but there were several times I tried to open that damn door and I couldn't open it. I remember getting mad and kicking it and hurting my big toe because I kicked it.
Everybody is asking if you seen Summer in the car the day that Hunter was dropped off.
Yes.
A lot
I
of people
walked out my front door. I walked down my steps to the truck. I wanted to see Summer. The windows were up. It was hot out that day, and they said I wanted to reach in and give her a hug, and they said no because she was sleeping.
I wish you could have.
I wish I could have too.
So Allie, did you think it was kind of weird how he would say, "Oh yeah, she would run off all the time, up in the swings and at, really early in the morning," but then didn't think that she could have wandered off when he was asked?
Yes, that is very, very weird. What are you talking to? What's that fucking bitch boy saying? Oh, it was a total different person that was handing out flyers. Yeah, for a minute, I had him thinking that it was Kieran.
Allie was not in the car with Candace the day that Summer had her hands up on the milk jug.
No.
Allie was at home. That was Grandis in the car with Summer, with Candace and Summer.
And then Allie did not go outside whenever they dropped off.
Yes, Allie did.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Allie did go out, and she said she went all the way down the steps, all the way to the truck, and she saw Summer. She wanted to see them to roll down the window so she could give her a hug, and they said no, she's sleeping.
Oh. And you live like 15, 20 minutes away, right?
I live about 25, 35 minutes away.
Okay.
It all depends on
Allie,
traffic and how fast you drive.
It's interesting because they said that she had just fallen asleep, like right as they got home. But
who took photos of y'all?
Yes, Hunter did give Summer a kitten. It was a golden a yellow and white
Orange.
kitten.
Orange
Well,
and white.
orange and white. I call them gold and white, but it was the blonde headed kind of cat with the white on it. And matter of fact, Allie's ex, Andrew, Hunter's dad, popped up a picture of it on the phone and showed it to everybody earlier in the live. So if you want to go back
Like
and
full
take a
grown.
pic and take a look at what the cat looked like, you can see the kitten. It is not a gray cat like Candace was lying and trying to say it was. No, it is not gray.
And he
It is like the lady said. It is orange. I call it a blonde, a yellow and white, but it's orange and white. It's not gray. It's not black and white. It is orange and white, like the tiger
Yeah,
color
like a little
skin.
tabby.
Yes.
Well, I guess that wouldn't be a
So,
tabby, but yeah, I know what you mean.
But there's a picture of it if anyone would like to see it. And Candace is trying to pass off a gray cat for it. It's not a gray cat. And also, the dog that she called Yucky was also a lie. The dog she was trying to pass off as Yucky was not Yucky as well. We all knew that also.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Candace's problems are or why the hell she's lying. And I don't know why Summer's gone, Yucky's gone, and the kitten. Well, we know what happened to the kitten. So sorry
okay.
about that.
So that one was true.
And that was a trigger warning. Was you there, Allie, when the kitten got through to the dogs?
Nope. I don't know nothing about that.
And do you believe Jose's telling the truth on that? I mean, who would you believe over the Wells and Jose?
Oh God, that's a hard one. I would believe neither of them. I can't see what happened to the kitten because I wasn't there.
Right. I wish you were, because you could settle that one.
Man, if someone did that in front of me, no.
The only reason I don't believe
I'm wondering if that's the same
is
cat that
because
Don
they
shot.
Hey, Allison, you were around there enough to know. Was Don mean to the animals?
He didn't care for those animals.
Did you ever see him abuse any of them?
No, but like I said, he didn't care for the animals. Like all animals had to stay outside.
Right.
That's
I
why.
mean, who's gonna sit there and let newborn puppies be outside? Like that's rude. Like that's mean.
There's a picture. Andrew showed a picture of the cat Connie earlier off of his phone to everyone on my live. It is it's like an orange and yellow cat. It's not gray, it's not black and white, it's like an orange colored kitten. Did Candace leave the kids alone a lot? Did Candace ever leave the kids alone, Allie? Do you know of?
A lot of times when she came down to the city, it was only her, Grandis, and Summer.
And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I mean, they were old enough.
Yeah.
I asked Allie what she believes happened to Summer, and she would rather not talk about it, to be honest.
Allie, what'd you think about the video in the truck?
Which one?
The one where Candace asks, "Is her arm up?" And Grandis
That
says,
was creepy, and a lot of people were saying that was me in the truck. No, it was not.
"No, it wasn't. It was definitely
No, a lot of people were saying it was Leslie too.
No, hell no. Leslie don't even like the bitch.
So
Leslie couldn't stand her.
Candace said that she had her take the picture because Summer was sleeping in a position that Dawn would sleep in, so she was going to have her mom turn over and take a cutesy picture of it. That doesn't sound like Candace, at least to me.
Hey, Allie, Is on Candace, Grandis, and Summer leaving your place the last known site they were seen at before Summer came up missing?
For me, it is.
Oh, before I
Okay.
forget this, your neighbor that Prayer Garden talked to said you
Yes.
didn't
She
go
said
out to
that
the truck.
Grandis took the pictures at the cabin. It was Grandis. Where was those cabins at, Allie?
Let's see. Laurel Run Park.
It was Laurel Run Park, and Grandis was the one taking the pictures. When Grandis was in the pictures, who was taking them?
We asked a couple that was passing by us because we hiked up to the waterfalls.
Okay. They hiked up the waterfalls and they asked someone else to take a picture of them.
I've seen those videos, and there's a video of Summer going up the waterfall, and she almost slips, and Candace doesn't tell her anything. She doesn't say, like, be careful, Summer. Summer, don't do that. And it's so weird to me that as a mom.
Not Candace was on top of the waterfall at one time too.
Annabelle, she answered that question. She said she went all the way to the truck. She saw Summer in there. She wanted to give her a hug. It was hot. The windows were up. She asked to give her a hug, and they said no because she was asleep and didn't want her to be woken up. So Allie did not get to give her a hug. So, you
So that
know.
lady that your neighbor that you said before that Prayer Garden talked to, she said that you never even got up to go out to the truck when they pulled up.
See, I don't know that neighbor. See, I know the one that she was talking to, that rebel girl. I know her.
Yes, that's her.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know why she would say that because she's not my neighbor over where I live. We haven't been neighbors in almost 5 years.
Right. But she likes you, and I haven't ever heard her say. I haven't ever heard Rebel Girl say that Allie didn't go to the truck. I did not ever hear Rebel Girl say that.
There is someone out here, and I haven't pinpointed. I have my
There
suspicions.
is someone saying it, but it was not Rebel Girl to me.
Oh, okay.
Rebel Girl is Rebel Chick. That's who it is. She's in here now.
Yep.
And do you want to take a link, Rebel Chick, and come up? No, she has not ever said anything like that to me. She at all, Allie. That is not truth. I've never heard that out of her mouth at all, and I can vouch for her.
No, I just know that somebody did say it.
And she is the one. She is the one that told me that she's seen you again in Walmart. She really loves you. She speaks really well of you and your family. And she did say that. She did say that Candace freaked out because she said she did not want a picture of Summer. Okay, baby, I'm bringing you up.
Hey, so Allie,
I'm Rebel Girl. I'm bringing you up if you want to close your camera.
Did you hear what?
How you doing, Rebel Girl?
I'm good. Can I just clear something up?
You sure can.
I was not the neighbor that whoever the hell, excuse my French, was talking to, saying that Allie did not go to the truck, because like Allie just said, and I told you, I have not lived near Allison and
Yes, you
those
did.
kids in several years.
Yes, you did.
So, no.
And you
So
told me that you saw her
yeah.
at the Walmart, and you was so glad to see her and how beautiful she was. And you was telling me that Candace did not want Summer's picture hung on a board. They have a board in there that for missing children, and she did not want Summer's picture hanging on the board. Yes, that is
and
what
Allison,
you was telling me.
Allison is a damn good mother. Anybody can say what they want, but like I said, I lived beside her years ago. My kids and her kids hung out a lot, and people in here really pissed me off because whether, Hunter was last with them or whatnot, still have respect for his mother, and it's a minor. Keep kids' names out of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Would anybody want their child to be talked about like that?
And how many times have I stood up for Hunter?
A lot.
A lot.
A
A
lot.
lot.
Yes.
I definitely 100% stand up for Hunter. And I've said
Exactly.
multiple times, I do not want anyone ever putting Hunter down. He is a young man. He's got the rest of his life in front of him, and the Wells have already worked hard to destroy that. And I will not see anyone else trying to work hard to do it as well.
Exactly. If
They're
anybody needs to worry about parenting, they shouldn't be worrying about Allison. They should be worrying about that Wells bunch that a lot of people support. And if she was a true mom and him a true father, then they would have their boys at home and Summer would not be missing.
Amen.
Amen.
absolutely.
Yep.
There you go. Okay,
Prayer
sweetheart.
garden.
I see you,
Yep.
Annabella.
Hey,
I'll bring you up, baby.
Rebel Girl can tell you, I try to keep a tight leash on my children.
Yes, you do. We both do.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, I turned my camera off.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
sure can.
Allie, I really want to tell you, I know this sounds terrible just to go straight to you and just say this, but girl, as a mama, I cannot imagine how this has affected you and your boy and your privacy and your whole family. I mean, I just can't imagine. And I honestly can say if it were me, I probably would have been called a charge or two, just saying. Because I have
Absolutely.
sons. I have sons too, Allie, and I just want you to know that I think about Hunter a lot because I mean he was kind of thrown in a shit show. And funny story, I actually just started taking a new medication and it makes me yawn a lot, and I always think about Hunter. I'm just like, I feel it, son. I feel it. But I just want you to know, sweetheart, that as a mama, that I've thought about you a lot, and I've put myself in your position, and I just can't fathom it. And I'm glad that PG let me up because I knew I would never get to tell you that in person or anything. But just know that I think about you a lot and what you have to go through as a mom to protect your baby.
Thank you. That's why I've been quiet for so long, is because I've been tired. Like, just because I've been quiet for so long and I haven't been on YouTube or anything, it's because the first couple people that showed up on my doorstep, like, we were trapped into those things. Like, we didn't know we were being video recorded and that it was going to be on YouTube and everything.
Annabelle, you gotta close out YouTube in the background.
Annabelle, you have to close out YouTube and just keep StreamYard up, sweetie.
You
Allie,
know, is that better
better
now?
that you waited.
Hey, Allison,
Yes.
Did you close out YouTube?
can
Yes.
I answer this that Truth Hurts is saying in chat? Because I know you and the kids, and you know how we think the world of your
You sound
kids.
like a robot, Annabelle.
Oh God,
It says
Oh,
it says several of us have
you have
asked
to click out of
respectfully.
YouTube, sweetie.
It said several of us has asked respectfully, asking why
can you
would
hear
you
me
let
now,
HG
Piggy?
go with Candace
Yeah,
after the
but you're
BS
still making a lot of noise.
And like Allison has said before, to Truth Hurts, she Hunter and Summer was more or less like siblings, instead of just friends. And just because the differences that she had with Candace, or whatever the so-called mama that she is, she did not sit there and punish Hunter or Summer and keep them apart from each other just because Candace and her had their differences.
I lost Allie. I got to put out a link for her to come back. I lost you, Allie.
Prayer Garden, I wanted to say thank you so much for letting me up on your panel. You guys
Oh, sweetheart, you are more than welcome.
You guys have been really great. And Allison, I know you're not on here right now, but I want to thank you for your tenacity. And I think it's probably better that you didn't go online so quickly. So now you get to speak your piece, but also have seen everything from the outside. But thank you so much for answering all these questions. You really didn't have to. As you see, we can't even get Candace to answer these questions. So you doing it is amazing. And I know it's us being nosy, but we're all just so curious. We all want Summer found. And I thank you so much. And I'm sorry for what's happened to your family. But thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful night. Prayer Garden, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetie.
You too.
Good night. Much love.
Yeah, this really has done a mess to Allison's children. And Allison, I have to do say that myself. It's really took a big toll on all of those children.
It is. Hold on. All right. All right, everyone. I'm gonna take a short intermission on this. We're going for 3 hours. I'll be back up in a few minutes. Just let me restart my PC. Much love. I'll see you right back here in about